Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first podcast. I'm Woody.
Dylan.
Yay!
There's me as well. Hi,
Who are you?
I'm Dylan.
I'm
Sorry.
Jamie, also known as Silverback, Big Hairy Back, Mac, whatever you want to call me. Gonna brighten up your day. Let's go.
Right, he thinks he's fucking starting a rapping career. What's going on?
I'm gonna be going on freestyle.
How is everyone? How
You
is
can
everyone? Everyone doing
freestyle.
good?
You can freestyle pretty well. A bit hot.
Bit hot.
Bit hot.
Wow,
Bit
take
hot.
it away,
It is a bit
Dylan.
hot. No, it is warm though. It is warm. The other day I made a hole in my boxers just for going to sleep in just because it was that warm.
Why not just take them off?
What?
Yeah,
Why would you cut a hole in your boxes? Why would you not just take them off if it's hot?
yeah. Just air the whole thing out.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't thinking straight because of the heat.
Where did you
That's-
cut the hole? I'm
that's
quite intrigued
crazy.
where this hole was cut
I reckon
into.
it's in his arsehole, I'll be
Well,
real.
in between sort of thing, and then I have a fan at the end of my bed, so it was blowing up.
Wait, you cut a gooch hole in your box?
I didn't so much cut it. I'm more just sort of like halfway throughout the night. I just got a bit frustrated, so I was just like, you know what I mean?
That is
It's
crazy.
like Wolverine your undies off because you were out.
Yeah, well, I should have just taken them off in hindsight, but
Yeah.
it's a bit warm. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But you know when
good
the
start.
heat sort of makes you think differently.
On today's episode, Dylan cuts a hole in his undies right by his asshole.
That's crazy.
I think you
that?
should get a better title, to be honest with you. I don't think that should be the one you go for.
When did you cut that hole? What, yesterday?
Day before.
And you didn't send me a photo?
Sorry.
That's
It was
crazy.
hot.
That's
It was hot. I don't know. There's a difference. You got to be trimmed and primed and everything like that.
Nah,
And
that's not primed for the group chat.
I was just sweaty. I was just sweaty. I don't think anyone was up.
How are you finding being fat in the heat?
It's all right. I don't mind it. I'm just getting on with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of laying back.
It's not great. It's not great. I'll be honest with you.
It's hard though, right? I mean, there's times when I'm sweating from places I didn't even know could sweat at the minute.
I had sweat behind my ears yesterday. I don't know what was going on.
This is the first summer of being nearly 17 stone, so yeah.
Is that how big you are?
Yeah, 16 and a half at the minute. Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm not far off.
Yeah.
I've lost a little bit of weight.
Don't see the guts or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
You are?
Absolutely. I want to see the gap.
This is
crazy. Is this what we're
it's
doing?
gone down. It's gone down. It has
That's
gone
insane.
down. It has gone down.
That's
It's definitely
insane.
gone down. It's got like an hourglass figure, but only on
Your
his
belly
stomach.
button's like a black hole.
Nah, I'm talking about black holes. Actually, we'll get into that in a minute. You might be wondering why I'm sitting.
Have you not bleached it?
You might be wondering why I'm sitting in front of the eclipse. Yeah.
Well, that's not an eclipse, I don't think, is it?
No.
Yeah, it's when the Earth comes up with the sun behind it. I'm sitting in front of an eclipse. All right, don't tell me.
I want to hear about how your guys' weeks went first. Anyway,
You what?
I want to hear about your weeks first. What you've been up to?
Well, Jamie's probably got the most to tell because he's unemployed. So
Yeah.
take it away, man.
Yeah.
Jamie's
So
rundown.
basically, what I've been doing is I've been getting up. Obviously, 2 kids and that at the minute. Most days I'm just spread on the couch like a seal on a beach. But we try to get out when we can. It's a bit of a nightmare at the minute. Obviously, we've got
You try to get out when you can.
I've got a 3-month-old who will be turning to dust if he goes out for too long in that heat. And I've got Jamie who absolutely needs to go out. Yeah, so it's but no, it's good. Busy. I'm unemployed, but I feel busy.
What?
Just dadding.
Just being daddy.
Being daddy, yeah.
Yeah. Being daddy, boo.
Obviously, when you settle down with someone other than your pillowcase, there'll be.
I've got a dog. I was saying this to Willie the other day. I feel like dogs are harder than kids to raise.
You don't get jobbed off by that crusty sock in your room, do you know what I mean? It's just kind of like.
Yeah, but mine shit on a frisbee the other day. Your kid's not done that.
Saying that a dog is more struggle than having a kid is the wildest statement I've ever heard.
It is.
No, it isn't, because you don't have kids, so you can't. You've got nothing to compare it to.
I've had dogs. Yeah, but I can't. I've got stuff to compare it to. I compare them to YouTube.
Say that just because a dog might take a shit on your floor now and again, it's not the same as trying to raise a human.
My child has literally shit on my floor multiple times.
Yeah, yeah. It
right?
does that and more.
It's just
Yeah.
learning after its dad after a couple of drinks. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I normally piss myself. I don't really go for the shits. Mind you, I did that once. That was one time.
I don't
Did
think
you
I've
ever
ever
piss
shit myself
yourself?
drunk.
That's
Yeah,
a weird topic.
I shit myself in prison, didn't I?
Yeah, it's a weird topic, but I was going to say, like, surely. I mean, I know I have when I was walking back from a certain place, but I was sick. I found out a couple of days later. So, yeah, I was squirting. Yeah, I was squirting everywhere. Not like anyone wants to
I
know.
was I was with you. I was with you. I remember what you're on about. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was there with you. And you ran, and it was making noises. It sounded like a wet welly. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It sounded.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's no way that having a dog is more work than having a kid at all.
Really?
Like I've got a 1 year old, right? She doesn't communicate with me. I have to change her ass multiple times a day, feed her. Don't have to take her on walks because she's started to do that herself. But it's like tenfold more effort than having a fucking puppy.
I don't think
100%.
so. I
You
Tenfold.
don't
don't
think
like,
so.
you haven't got a load of washing you need to do for the puppy. You don't need to get nappies. You
You
don't need
say
to get
this, but then
you
I've
don't
got to
need to make
wash everything
sure
that she shits and pisses on.
you don't need to get it in a sleeping routine. You don't need to do
You
any of
do.
that.
You do need to
And
get it in
You
and
don't
sleep
have to
and
figure out
and
why they're crying.
yeah, and the most important thing, you haven't got to teach a dog how to be a good human. You've just got to let it piss about in the garden.
Like to feed a dog, yeah, what do? You put food in its bowl and you leave it and you just walk out the room. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I have to like a hawk, yeah, monitor my daughter to make sure she doesn't choke and die in front of me. Like
Yeah.
it's a different playing field.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, you guys know what yours like. You know what I mean? Milk. That's it. That's all you've got. You've
No,
only got to worry about supplying milk.
what do you mean?
Mine,
What do you
mine
mean, milk?
doesn't like.
What do you mean
Mine doesn't
supplying
like
milk?
pork.
What do you mean supplying milk?
Do you
My
think? Do you
son at
think?
the minute is eating more than me. He's
Yeah,
eating a
I don't believe that for a fucking second. I don't believe that for a
yeah.
fucking
Otherwise, it'd be
second.
17 stone.
That's more square meals.
But nah, yeah. Like after about 6 months, they come off food. They come off milk and they go onto food. So. Do you know what I mean? It's 6 months of kind of easy, but it's like really hard because they're awake 19 hours of a fucking day and then sleep when you're awake and then awake when you're asleep. Dogs just sit in the corner and shut the fuck up. They do a bit of barking when they hear a rabbit. You know what I mean?
The
Or a
dogs are
bird
I'm
good.
outside.
scared of them, man.
You can train dogs to protect your household for when you've got kids.
You could train your son. You could. There's nothing
Yeah, but
stopping you training your
yeah, but it
son
takes
to
like
help
50,
the household.
15 plus years to train a human to
Yeah,
defend
I'm
your
gonna just
house.
start defending the gaff when he's still in his nappy. Do you know what I mean? It's just not gonna happen.
It would scare the shit out of me as a robber if I walked in and there was just a baby there with like nunchucks.
Yeah,
Like, absolutely going nuts.
yeah.
That's a good idea. We put the kids in martial arts, man. But
I'm
like,
sure I saw like a little. I'm sure I saw a little Asian kid do some Bruce Lee shit on Ellen once or something like that.
that's
I'm
just,
sure.
In Asian kids can do a lot, and I think that's just to do with the work ethic they've got, parents, stuff like that.
I
I
think.
remember reading somewhere.
And the planes, the pilot in Boeing 747s, like
I remember reading something once, and it was like, if you ever think you're good at something, there's always an Asian child better than you.
Yeah, but you know what that is? It's
No
because
way,
they're
no way.
mostly atheists. They've got like 60% atheism in Asian countries because they
I-
focus more on like technology and innovation than sitting in a church fucking 3 times a week.
yeah.
Or
I
sitting in
think
a
no,
mosque
that's
12
definitely
times a
not
day.
it. That's definitely not it.
Talking about
That's not
technology, have
it.
you ever seen an Asian kid play Minecraft?
No.
No, I can't say I have.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah,
I wish I was unemployed so bad. That sounds like a right giggle. Just checking out Asian kid speed runs on Minecraft. That'd be unbelievable.
Let me straighten that out. I'm obviously not watching Asian kids play Minecraft on my days off. What I'm saying is,
If
Every
you're on
day
your
is a
days off,
day off.
every day is a
What do you
day
mean?
off.
Yeah, yeah.
You haven't had a day on.
seeing clips when I was, a few years ago, whilst I was in work of Asian kids playing Minecraft. So, and
That's
just for everyone, for the
crazy that
record,
you do that in your free time.
unemployed. I'm not unemployed. I'm waiting to start employment. There's a
So you're
difference.
That
unemployed.
sounds like a long version of
I'm
fucking
not
hasn't
gonna
got a
say-
job.
That's unemployment with extra steps.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good. I'm
Okay,
enjoying the summer. I'm enjoying the summer, to be honest, time with the family and stuff. It's best than
I
being on
wish.
night.
Yeah, but you live your whole attitude is, well, I'm not working through the summer because that's my time. So what are you gonna do? Just quit work every summer.
No, when's that ever been my attitude? I was on
This
nights.
year.
Obviously, I was working with you. We were on nights.
Yeah,
I've just had a baby.
yeah.
The nights were horrendous. Obviously, I was wanting to leave that anyway. So I said, "Do you know what? I start this apprenticeship in September. I'm going to take this summer off, have time with the kids, we've got a new son, and then get back and work. There's nothing
To
wrong
be
with
fair,
that.
that isn't the worst idea in the world, though. If you just grafted really hard during the winter and just had the summer off, that doesn't sound too bad.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
but
he didn't
then
graft really hard. There was my job is the easiest job in the world. He had an even easier job because he didn't have to have any responsibility. We did fuck all, and he was going, "Oh, I can't do it." Realistically, yeah, if you look at it, it's the best job to have a kid because you're asleep in the day and you're at work at night. You ain't got to do fuck all. Zero
yeah,
parental
yeah, yeah,
responsibilities.
yeah, I get that, and it is easy in terms of work, but the home life is absolutely atrocious. Like, especially having two kids now, you're trying to get to sleep when you go, and you've got two babies sounding off in the other room. Do you know what I mean? It's hard, and it's hard for them that they've got to be quiet while I'm asleep. I miss the
I know how
space.
you feel. I know how you feel, Jamie.
I hardly. Why? With the dog?
The puppy, yeah.
Dog, yeah, right, got you. Okay.
What have you been up to this week?
This week, working because some of us have to work. You know, some of us don't
Yeah.
have the luxury of having a whole summer off.
Guy's so bitter that I've took 2 months off work. You know that he's got to stay in nights.
No, I've got like 5 job interviews coming up, so it's blessed.
Every chance he gets at me leaving that job.
It's not the fact that you left because I don't care that you don't work with me because I actually get more work done now that you're not working with me. So it was a blessing in disguise.
I'm enjoying my summer, and then I go to work.
I believe you enjoy your summer.
Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, look at it like this, right? So I go to work at night, I get home, and then I wake up at 1 o'clock. Then I've got 1 till 6:30 to do what I want, and then I go to work. That's fucking shitloads of time.
Yeah, I know the routine. I've done it. I'm not disagreeing with it. I just hate.
He's got you there, already.
Bless you.
Nice little box there.
Bless you for doing 2.5 months on nights. Oh,
Wasn't for me. Wasn't for me. That's the end of it.
I don't
New
know.
job September.
absolute bottle job.
First time I've been out of work and how long? Oh, sorry. When I left the military, I was also.
I've never been out of work except from every time I've had a job.
No. I've been working since I was 16. Lad.
Yeah, how much time do you have as a layover before your next job? Most times.
We take like 1 to 2 months.
Think about it this way. You know when footballers
It
change
takes about that long just to find your next job, and I don't want to stay in a job that I don't want to do. It's just.
You know when footballers change clubs, they don't start immediately. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, they do. As soon as they sign a contract, they go straight into the training camp and go into the squad.
Who?
Footballers.
Yeah.
They don't sign and then go, yeah, sweet. I'm not going to play football for the next 6 months. I'll see you then.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you go straight to training, right?
Huh?
You go straight to training.
Well, yeah. If they sign for a club, yeah, they'll go to train with the first team and then probably play on the. If they sign on a Wednesday, they play on a Sunday.
Training at the moment. Jamie's doing a bit of training at the moment. He's training.
Weight
Just training, yeah.
He's in the office.
I'm training my ass cheeks on the cushions of the sofa.
They're going to be rock solid.
Yeah, I'll pop a pillow one. Right.
Yeah, other than that, not much. Just working, man, and just spending time with the family, and that's about it. I've been doing a little bit of exercise. A little bit. Not a lot.
How's that?
A little
Yeah,
bit.
do you know what? I've been dabbling in exercise lately, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. I think I need to dabble in the diet plan.
I've been doing the old science-based lifting.
What do you want about science-based lifting? What science-based lifting have you been doing?
So you do like sets of 6. So you do 2 sets of 6, and then the 6th one you can barely get up. There's no like that. That's supposed to be the optimal amount. That's what old Jeff Nippard said on YouTube.
Yeah.
Jeff Nippard's ripped to shit.
Does it work?
Exactly. How do you think he got ripped to shit? By science-based lifting, sir.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it? Look at you podgy twat. We're all podgy fucks, yeah? What are you? Don't even sit there tense. Sitting there going,
I'm not tensing. Hey.
Buddy, stand up for us.
Nah, I'm good, mate. I'm hiding my belly under the bottom of the screen.
Just walk
No, one of his exercises is getting up out of his seat fucking 6 times, and he calls himself science-based lifting.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's
Shit.
crazy. You sit down for a living.
I'm good at it.
Your job, it consists of sitting in a chair.
No, not all the time.
Sorry. He's got to stand up and get a vape liquid off a shelf once in a while.
What you sit? I didn't know you sat in a chair in the vape shop. To be honest,
Don't you start trying to steal my job? Just because it's fucking sitting down.
I thought be standing up, mixing fluids. Obviously, you've got your sweet
I do
tea
that as
pot.
well. I do a bit of standing up. To be honest with you, in our lab, it's like 40 degrees at the
Lab.
moment. Lab.
What are you making in there?
It's a
Relay
fancy word for out the back of the shop. No, yeah, we're mixologists. You ain't seen us work out in a lab, and it's just a fucking hut out the back of your shop.
We are mixologists.
You fuck off, you dweeb.
Yeah, that's true. 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 I've got to figure out, like, you don't know if lemon and peach goes together.
No, I do.
do.
I know that
I
goes
do.
together. I vaped it.
Yeah. Yeah, vape it, yeah. Disposable lemon and peach, yeah.
Yeah. You know what you do in your shop, yeah? Elflick's already done it.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em, in my opinion. Fuck 'em.
What's going on with your with our Zolly mix?
Oh, yeah, just to preface, right? So Dillon's got a sweet company, and he's been given a cease and desist. Just to preface.
I'm not going to speak on it too much, but the company that gave us the cease and desist is I don't like them.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, mate. It cost you fucking thousands.
Yeah.
I don't like them. I don't like them. I'll be honest with you. Anyone who's watching, go write a really. Anyone who's watching, go write a really bad review.
Just baiting them out.
Would it make sure you bleep that as well?
That's staying in.
No, you can't keep that in. you gotta bleep that. That's gotta be bleeped.
No, you can edit it out then. I'm not. You can't sit there and just start dropping racist bars and sit there and go, haha, you got to go an hour and a half into that video to bleep that.
Not fired.
Yeah. It's in the beginning part. I'm just gonna kick the shit out of Santa on December. He's gonna get his fucking head kicked in.
Rudolph's getting it, mate.
I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of this Santa Claus. Mate, I'm gonna elbow Santa Claus through the fucking nostril.
Speaking on Santa Claus.
Have you applied?
What do we reckon about him?
What do you mean?
Real? Is he not?
Are you sharp?
It's one of the top conspiracies in the world at the minute.
It's
right?
not a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy. It's the furthest thing away from a conspiracy. It is a thing to tell your kids to give them a bit of magic and imagination. It's not a fucking conspiracy. Rudolph don't lead a gang of reindeers around the globe in 12 hours. You mad cunt.
Rudolph is real, though.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
What do you mean I don't know that?
You don't. Prove it. Prove it.
Got evidence.
Prove it.
There's zero evidence to suggest that he is real. A magical man who delivers presents out of his sack.
Every December, I see him in the fucking shopping mall. So
I see him all the time. Yeah. I've sat on him.
Yeah.
But you know,
I bet that fucking killed his knee.
Says you fat twat. Jesus Christ! Pure pod shots from over there.
Other than that, I've had a couple of other things go on this week. To be honest with you, other than the lawsuit, I've had. Well, I stopped a drunk driver.
You stopped a drunk driver. You're a fucking neek. Let him have fun.
It was a woman.
Let her have fun. Right? Why everyone beefing drunk drivers? Right? You used to be able to go down the pass office, right? Get a fucking driving license for a tenner and get in your car. Go steaming. Lorry drivers drink driving.
Why is everyone beefing drunk drivers? He just said.
Yeah.
The fact that we can just absolutely stonewall someone because they're driving under the influence.
All right, competent drunk drivers then.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, you can't tarnish everyone.
That's fine.
Right, not everyone is a bad drunk driver.
Okay, you sound. What are you trying to say? You a drunk driver? Is this what we're getting now?
I am designated drunk driver.
Right, designated. Okay.
I'm designated drunk driver. If I was in a room with 100 people, right, and we all drank the same amount, I would get home the safest, and that is a fact. And that is you can both attest to that, I believe.
I've been in the car with you before.
Once. I seen you drink drive once, and
was that the one where I crashed?
You hit a roundabout, yeah.
Is that the one where I tried drifting around a roundabout and lost control?
You stuck Tokyo drift on, and just
yeah. But right,
cost yourself.
Probably not the best case for drunk driving.
In my defence, right, I was drink driving in the fact that I'd had one and no more than one pint of beer. And I wasn't driving and drinking at the same time. And I was within the confines of the law.
That just means you're a shit driver, doesn't it?
And he still managed to fuck it up.
Allegedly.
He could have broke the law and fucked it up. It wasn't meant to be that.
I felt quite bad, to be honest with you, because when I said to her, I was like, "Have you been drinking?" And she went, "Nah, I've just had a stroke." I went, "Oh, this isn't a good start."
But I need context on the story. Like,
Yeah, you
It's
just.
like an older woman.
step out in the road.
But like, yeah, where was you? What was happening? Come on, give some
She
fucking.
pulled. She pulled into like the little car park.
Where was
place.
you? Where? There's no
In the
filler.
car park place. I was in the car park.
What car park?
Just a little car park outside.
What do you mean? Right, you're the worst storyteller of all time. Oh, this lady was just in a car park and I saw her and I went, "You're drunk." What are you talking about?
Right. So I could see her pull in. Right.
From where were you?
In the car park.
What car park?
A place where you park cars. You fucking
Yeah, I know.
donut.
But it
I
wasn't
know,
like the car park.
yeah, I know the
The car
definition of a
park, the
fucking car
restaurants,
park.
the car park, your vape shop. What was it?
Yeah, just by the vape shop and then by the shops.
So she was in a car park. Go on.
And she came in, right, and then she started shouting at the dog.
Oh, she came in the shop.
No, she came in. She came in the car park.
Right. Okay. And you were standing
she
in the car park.
She started shouting. Yeah, the car park. And then she started shouting at a dog in like a drunk. Do you know when you shout drunk?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's a difference between a normal shout and a drunk shout.
Yeah, like
Yeah. She was like, "Fuck off, fucking Melody," something like that.
Melody.
I thought to myself, yeah, that was the name of the dog.
Oh, she slared at the dog.
Yeah. She was not happy with the dog.
Right.
I don't know what the dog was doing. And then, so I said to myself, "Ooh, if she comes out with any alcohol from the shop, I'm gonna say to her, you've been drinking."
All right.
And she came out with a big bottle of vodka, one of them like 3 litre ones or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I said to her, "You've been drinking." She said, "I've had a stroke."
Right.
So then I panicked a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to accuse someone of drink driving and then them just be like,
No,
a stroke.
Yeah, but it's not like they've got like MS. You're not like targeting a disability.
Yeah, so
well, she was walking a bit funny as well.
Was she justifying the slur for having a stroke, or was she saying I'm getting drunk because I've just had a stroke?
I think she was trying to say that she wasn't drinking, she was just having a stroke.
Or she had a bottle of vodka in her hand, yeah.
Well, it wasn't that. It's that she smelled of alcohol as well.
So she
smelled like booze. Yeah. I couldn't smell her immediately, but like you could smell it. You could get a whiff. I mean, like a.
Yeah.
Reprimander.
Thanks for gesturing.
Well, then she started drinking dog water, and I thought, I'm gonna have to complete.
Wait, hold on. Why did you not lead with this? This is crazy.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. So there was a dog in the car park. Let me just. A woman drives into a car park.
Yeah.
There's a dog in the car park.
Yeah.
Right. Just in the open car park. There's a dog. She's shouting at this dog. It's not her dog.
No, it is her dog.
Oh, why is there a dog in the car park when she gets to the shops?
Right, let me just try and nail this, right? So a lady has driven into a car park, her dog's in the car, she jumps out the car with her dog, she's shouting at the dog.
No. This is the worst part. She left the dog in the car, windows up.
Oh, I thought she was shouting at the dog running around the car park. Okay.
No, the dog, it's her dog she was shouting at.
I'll be real, this might be one of the worst stories I've heard in my life.
How did you hear her shouting at the dog? I don't get it.
Really she was shouting. She was shouting at the dog.
But if the windows were up, why were you in the car park?
Just chilling.
That's just
chilling.
It was in car parks.
It was just chill. I was just having fun.
So go on, how did you stop it in the end? What was the end?
She drank the dog water, and then the police came to pick her up.
Yeah, but what do you mean she drank the dog water? Right, so where's the dog? What are you on about dog water?
So you made a woman who's just had a stroke drink dog water instead of vodka.
You're a fucking criminal.
Yeah. She's just trying to ruin everyone's day, basically.
You said, love, you need to sober up and then force-fed her dog water.
Instead of buying her a £1 bottle of water from the shop, you give her dog water out the back of a warm car.
Well, I said to her, you're not driving off. And then she went, well, can you get some water for me dog? And the dog had a bit of a drink, and then she was like, oh, fancy a bit.
Oh, so you did get water for them?
I got water for the dog, not for her.
But yeah, what did you put it in? A bowl?
Dog bowl.
And she started slurping water out of a dog bowl.
After the dog.
That's insane. That never happened.
That never happened.
No.
We need a bullshit bowl or something. That's
Monday it happened. Monday.
Swear on something.
It doesn't add up. Why were you in the car park?
Because it's right next to the vape shop. So I was just like chilling.
Swear on the
You're not
Bible, because you're a religious man. Swear on the Bible that she drank dog water.
If it's technically, it's not dog water, is it?
Do it then. Don't just pat a
I
Bible.
swear, I swear on the Bible, she drank dog water.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That is actually nuts.
Then
Yeah.
Wednesday,
Huh?
what? Well, Wednesday I had something interesting happen as well.
Go on. So, what was your story from what happened on Wednesday?
I've been invited to the.
One of these aimless stories. It best be good, this one.
Yeah, it must
I've
be.
been
If it's not,
invited.
you're banned from stories next week.
No more story time from you if it isn't.
That's harsh. I've been invited to the Canal Club.
The what?
The
Anal
what?
club.
Canal.
Canal.
The Canal Club, yeah.
What is it?
Who's this with Jude and John, the fucking your OAP besties?
Yeah, them.
No, you haven't. Wait, whoa. Right, so just to preface as well, right? So Dillon has met an OAP couple who watch him walk home, and that's how. Hold on, and that's how we made friends with him because they watch him from their balcony, and they just started chatting one day, and all of a sudden they're best friends, and they see each other all the time, and now they've invited him to Canal Club. Is that correct?
Canal Club, yeah, that's one.
What does Canal Club consist of?
You fix the canals and you get to ride them.
Sounds like more of a job, like a maintenance club. What do you
Well,
mean?
you have to. Well, it's volunteer work, so I don't know if I'm going to join.
Right, so they need a spare hand to work, basically.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about this, and then I thought, well, I tell you what,
Events.
there's a lot of people that do it though,
Yeah, fair.
but they a lot of them have got problems with their backs and legs, so they need.
I'm not surprised. They're all fucking 70.
Yeah, I'd imagine they did. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been invited to the Canal Club. So I was going to ask your opinions on if you think I should go for the Canal Club.
Well, like, will you be on it? Will you be on a barge? Will you be exploring the canals, or will you just be working on the canals?
No, I'm going to be in the canals, in them.
Is it for the church?
Huh?
Are you going to be swimming in the canal?
No, I think I'm going to have some wellies.
Is it for the church?
No, it's just for Canal Club.
Right.
Oh, it's actually so sad what's happened to you because you used to be like one of the lives of the party, and
So cool.
now your best friends are 70 and you go to
Yeah.
club at the weekends. This is
Lee,
what a travesty. This
is the part that's a bit more sad. Is it's weekday.
Do you know what I think has happened here? Yeah, so they've seen you every day and gone, "That's a young strapping lad who I think can help us with his fucking canals," and they've befriended you on false pretenses, and now they've dropped it in. It's a manipulation tactic to make you work for free. You're a slave.
I don't feel like it. They've given me a pamphlet.
Do they give you free tea and biscuits when you go around their house at the weekend?
They give me free water sometimes.
Free water.
Wow, free tap water.
Well, crazy. That's insane.
Right,
Yeah.
you're banned from stories next week. By the way.
I'm gonna get some more for you for next week.
Actually, if you attend Canal Club and then it gives you
Okay.
a nice bit of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I'll tell you how it goes next week.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Well, this is basically just this is an insight to anyone out there who's thinking about leaving the military. Yeah, we've all shared together at one point, and you want to sit and have a real hard look at the people doing this podcast because this is where your life's going now. Okay, we end up going to canal clubs.
No, not we. Do not.
Yeah.
Do not.
Yeah.
He's moved far away from where we live, right? And he's in his own little bubble, and he's decided to be a holy man who is now celibate, whose best friends are OAPs, and goes to the fucking Canal Club at the weekend. I'm sick of what's happened to him.
It's on the week. It's during the week, not on a weekend.
I'm
weekends
so sorry for getting my information.
I'm not giving me weekends up to do it. I'll do it during. It's on a Wednesday.
Yeah, just give up your free time on a Wednesday with fucking John and Joan.
Oh,
you got their names wrong.
John and Joan might be lovely. We don't know them.
Right, they are clearly using and abusing Dillon for his free time and for his stocky build.
It's true.
It's true. Right, anyway, should we move on from stories? And I think Jamie's prepared a conspiracy for the week.
A conspiracy theory of the week. I can't wait for this. By the way, this is going to be like the highlight of my.
Right.
There's
Yeah,
no one
so-
more insightful than our mate here, Mr. Silverback,
So
Jamie fucking AKA 9 double barrel names.
I know why everyone has been wondering. Hold on a minute. He's sitting behind the
How
fucking.
did he get
he's
into
sitting-
space?
he's sitting- how did he get? How did he get there? He's sitting in front of an eclipse. How did he get there? And I'll tell you how I got here. I'll tell you how I got here. Do you want me to say it? I didn't get here. Same way that we didn't go to the moon. Same way that NASA never put a flag on the moon. I'm not here. This Earth behind me is not real. It's green screen. So this is the conspiracy of the week. Okay, the moon things.
I can't wait
Let's
for
get
this.
into
It's a
it.
good
So
job
wait,
you
hang on.
told.
So what are you saying about the moon landing being real or not?
See, I'm on the fence a little bit because the same way I'm sitting in front of the Earth right now, and I'm not really there, but anyone watching might think that I'm in a pod in space. The moon landings,
Yeah.
might
You think you juiced me out when I first saw you. I thought,
Yeah, it's a good job you told everyone that's a green screen because I think people might be wondering, fucking
Yeah.
hell,
got
you don't want to deliver fake
How we got
news
here,
or anything
right?
like that.
So yeah, the wondering how I got here. So let's get into it straight away. I mean, let's think about when it was for starts, right?
Yep.
It was back in when was it?
1969.
1969. Okay, you think of the technology that the government has years before the population even gets hold of it. I don't think at the time of the moon landings they expected us to be to have all this what we now have. So I think it was easy for them to pretend that they went to the moon, i.e., I'm sitting on the fucking edge of the earth right now. Do you know what I mean? If no one was any wiser to it, they think I was in space, right?
During the 70s, you would have fooled everyone.
Well, fooled everyone. You wouldn't have had the clue. But
Have you got any evidence, Jamie? I'm gonna need a little bit of evidence other than just
Yeah.
you in a green screen.
Straight up, look at my green screen. That's what they did.
I'm gonna
No,
need a little bit more
and this is
evidence
the
than a
thing,
green
right?
screen.
And this is the thing. I did prepare a lot of evidence, but I didn't really think past the fact that I'm going to be recording this on my phone and my evidence is on my phone, so I can't click off to get it. But one thing I will tell you is,
Don't worry, it's all in here.
It's all in here. I'll start.
It's like a sponge.
I'll start.
Don't worry, guys. It's all locked in. I'm all good.
Hang on. I'll start on a solid point of. I mean, I want your opinions first and foremost, but what do you think about like the obviously there's pictures of the flags moving and there's no air up there and there's many things. There's been ex NASA astronauts that have sat down in interviews and said like if you think that we went to the moon, you're absolutely insane. The same reason how we are still haven't been up since. And you may say the argument might be, oh, we don't need to go up.
We don't need to go up.
You know,
Literally, there's no necessity to go to the moon at all.
right. But you just would though to prove a point, wouldn't you?
But no, you wouldn't.
They did that in 1969.
Yeah,
That's
like.
Let me see if I can get my notes.
Right,
Am I still on the call? Am I still on the call?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
good. Right.
yeah.
So while he's doing that, right, let's talk about what reality is, right? So
No, well, hang on. I'll start off here, Woody.
Oh, here we go.
I'm in the same spot. My opinion could be swayed by what Jamie comes out with. You don't know the evidence he's got.
No,
You don't know the evidence he's got. He could change your mind completely with what he's about to say.
almost certain that it is an impossibility that he could change my mind. That humans didn't go to the moon. They've never been to the moon. There was no reason to go to the moon. We couldn't do it then. We can't do it now. That's an insane statement.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna have to clarify. Jamie,
ready?
Jamie, I've got a quick question before you start on with all your evidence, mate.
Go on.
Are you saying that we've never been to the moon, or we just didn't do it in
I'm saying
1969?
we didn't do it in 1968. Can you still see me? Because I've got both screens up.
Wait, so you're saying we've 100% been to the moon?
Just
Yeah,
not.
I don't know. I mean, don't drag me into this. I'm just saying.
It's your conspiracy.
Yes, and I'm just giving the evidence, the counter evidence, and I'm giving the both sides of the story.
I've spoken to you before about this, and you've been pretty like headstrong on the fact that we hadn't been there.
We've never been.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can see.
Right.
What I can also see is you're in space. But
So
I'm glad that you
space,
told
right.
us you're not actually there, because I
Okay,
was a bit
so
worried.
I've got a list of evidence. Okay, I'll go through the list and then we'll speak about it. Okay, so don't
Do
even
bullet points. Don't do all of it.
Yeah.
Do bullet
Yeah.
points, and we'll talk about each
Right.
one.
So bullet point number one, which I've already mentioned, the flag was waving on the moon. Okay.
Okay. So
Bullet point number two,
No,
No
Oh,
stars.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Hold on.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
You-
whoa, 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 whoa,
I thought we
whoa.
just established we're doing one at a time.
Whoa.
Okay, go on, yeah.
Okay,
Hold your horses
so
just a second.
flag moving on the moon, right? You're saying it couldn't move on the moon and it would just be flopped.
Well, there's no wind on the moon. The flag is rippling.
What about if it was from the ship?
What do you mean?
What if the ship was like,
But it wasn't.
and the flag
Otherwise,
was
someone would have said that by now. Oh,
What?
sorry, mate, we left the engines on. That's why the flag was moving. It would have been debunked by now.
Now, what about the fact that there's like minimal gravity up there, so shit's gonna like float? It's something light
Oh, of
will
course,
inevitably
and
float.
there's also the argument that it moved because of placement. Like, you know, you put it in, it might ripple a little bit off the effect. But the fact is a perfect, like almost like it's swaying in the wind type effect, which, you know, in 1968, no one really gives a fuck what the flag looks like. You've just landed on the moon, do you know what I mean? Easy to sick people's minds. There's no wind up there. Doesn't matter whether there's gravity. Doesn't matter about all that. It wouldn't move it to that ripple effect. Like it is on
No.
GoPro.
The lack
no,
of gravity
no.
right, would cause that effect, right? Because it's going to be like sort of like purchased up. It's not going to be flopped because it's light. So a lack of gravity is going to lift it, and then it's
Lift it
just
up.
going to be sort of floating and wiggling about because there's no gravity or minimal gravity. There's less gravity than there is
Yeah,
on
of
Earth. I
course.
think
But
it's
if
like
there was the no gravity, it dragged the flag up, right? So
no, no,
no
no, no,
gravity
no,
makes
no,
it
no.
go.
There's not no gravity. There's low gravity.
Hey, look, I'm not saying these are true. I'm just right,
Wait, what do you mean you're not saying this?
right.
Right.
There's better points.
From
Better
what I've
points.
just said,
That's not
from
the
what I've
best
just
point.
said, right? Are you now in agreement that that is a fair analysis of why it was lifted and moving because of a
That's
lack of
fair.
gravity?
That's fair. That one's fair. Yeah. Okay.
Right. But he's got more points.
Right, bullet point two. I'm eager. I'm keen.
I've got like 12 points. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is perfect.
I've
Absolutely
been doing some
amazing. Yeah.
research. Okay, and these are my points, by the way. Right. The next one, and I've written like information next to it, by the way, so I don't know whether you want my information.
Perfect. No. We want all the information.
All in,
Okay.
baby.
As well.
All in.
No,
Yeah.
all
So
the
bullet point
information.
number 2 was there's no stars visible in the photos at all, and the camera exposure settings. This is an argument that I found. Apparently, the camera exposure settings were set for daylight on the moon's surface, which are much dimmer, don't show up in high exposure photos, just like on Earth in bright daylight, which is a solid argument. But if you think of cameras in 1968, if you're taking a picture of the moon landing, there's going to be stars in the background, you know what I mean? You're in space.
What?
Yeah, Woody, you try and debunk that one, mate, because he's got me there. I haven't got a clue. Why was there no stars in space?
Yeah. Right. So, if
Why
it's
was there
in
no
like
stars in space?
why is there no stars are in space, right? But
Yeah.
from a photo on low exposure in the night, it would show up, right? But you got to think how many megapixels is a camera back then?
Doesn't matter whether it's day or night, you're in space. The whole thing is black.
By the way, the Earth's in
Spaces
space.
go blue in the day.
The Earth's in space.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is on Earth we get light and dark, right? In space it's just dark.
Right, yeah, but you're on the moon. You're not in space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the sky doesn't still go light. Like
It's a celestial body. It's the same. What are you talking about?
Like, do you know when the sun comes up, yeah, on Earth, when the morning and the sun comes up? That doesn't happen on the moon. So the
Yes,
sky
it
is not
does.
going to go light. So
Yes,
the
it
sky
does.
goes light if I'm on the moon.
Have you ever heard of the dark side of the moon?
Okay, but that's not the point. Why was there no stars? It was clearly dark on the photo. The
You're
sky
still
was
trying to
dark.
switch the subject round, Woody.
Yeah, yeah.
Prick.
The sky was dark. It weren't daytime.
Yep.
If I went up and took a photo with a BlackBerry bulb in 1968, I'd catch stars. You know what I mean?
I'm traveling now. Just going to get blackberries.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny though, Jamie. Do you not think that if it was like a production thing, I'm guessing that's where you're going with this, by the way, is that like America did like a production thing? Am I on the right lines there? Yeah.
Look, I'm not going anywhere with it. I'm just letting you know this is one
Okay.
of the
I think
I
they would have.
I don't want to get caught in any crossfire with all conspiracists. I'm just saying.
No. You are the conspiracist of the week.
Okay, you look a bit like a conspiracist with the new beard being shaved as well.
We haven't actually discussed the stars. What we're saying about the stars.
Well, here was my point: is do you know if let's say that it was production, I'm sure the production could have afforded like some white paint and just sort of made like a couple of twinkles in the sky.
Yeah, for sure. Like if they're going to the
1968
extent of faking a moon landing for whatever reason
Yeah.
they may have done it, if this is what you're alluding to, then they would have 100% gone, right, people are thick, stars. You're in space,
Yeah.
stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need some
Stars.
dabs.
Yeah,
Right,
no,
let
I
me
agree.
right, so right, camera exposure settings. The lunar surface was incredibly bright. Remember, it was in the daytime. This is what you said. It's in the daytime. Reflect sun light goes onto the moon, reflects loads of light. It's like imagine you're at night, right? And you're in London City, and you look up and you can't see fuck all in the sky. Why? Light
Yeah.
pollution. It's the same thing. Um,
Yeah, although on the
pretty much.
photos it was dark. It wasn't light on the photos, it was dark. But yeah.
But yeah, but it's the same concept. If you're in the middle of London City
Absolutely.
and you take a photo at night, you look up and take a photo, you're not going to see any stars because no light can get to it because the light's
Yeah,
being
if you take
being
a
blocked.
photo with your iPhone, or if you take a photo with whatever NASA cameras they had.
I can assure
Yeah.
you that your
Yeah.
iPhone
Yeah.
today,
We've got you.
no, I
So
can
how come, when they went to space and they're taking pictures of like saying like all the different galaxies and that, you can see everything. But you think that NASA are going to take some shitty camera up and not catch a photo of the night sky with the stars? Think they're
remember
going to take it?
when it was,
1969.
right? In the
Still like a camera.
60s. In the 60s, yeah. You know that your phone that you've got that you're recording off right now was more processing power than NASA had to launch that.
Okay, well, it says here NASA used high quality Hasselblad cameras mounted to the astronauts' chests. It was
Right.
one of the best cameras at the time.
At the
So
time, right? So how many megapixels was that camera?
people were trying to argue that the photos were too good at the time.
Yeah. So the
Um,
photos were too
and
good.
and to answer your question of why would they even do it for whatever reason, the reason this whole conspiracy came about was because the US originally faked it to win the Cold War. It was like a dick swinging contest with the Russians and the Soviet Union because the Soviets were tracking the Apollo mission. So if they, by whatever chance, couldn't get to the moon at the time when this was going on, of course they're going to do anything they can, not to fool the public as such, but especially when that's going on with the Soviets.
That's a great way, really, in my opinion, to not have a war, though. Do you know what I mean?
But
Yeah.
but the purpose of the space race, the moon landings, wasn't to win the Cold War. It was just to
No,
get
I
there
know.
first.
No, I know, but the Cold War was going on. Do you know what I mean?
I think. Do you know if you get to the moon first, I think you do win the Cold War.
That's an insane
Yeah,
statement.
I think you win. I do think you win. You know what I mean? I do think you win.
Stop! I've won! I'm here.
Got there,
Yeah.
right? The war's over. We've lost.
Yeah. I think if you've made it to the moon, you win.
So by the way, the cameras were 70mm film lenses, which is the equivalent of a 14 megapixel camera, which is the same as your front camera within a small margin. 12 megapixel camera.
Oh, we've got
Yeah.
loads of points, mate. You
Kind of sounds like the camera you would use in film production, though.
Yeah, it is. And this was another thing in an interview with Tom Cruise. He was talking about
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is his source.
no, hang on. They were talking about a massive film director. I can't remember his name. Who got cameras off NASA, the same ones that they used.
I've heard that as well. It weren't Tom Cruise? They weren't alive.
No. Tom Cruise told the story today.
Right.
Obviously, Tom Cruise went there in
Yeah, it's probably
1968
like
or something.
Stanley Kubrick or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was someone like that. But there's another good point there, and I really wanted to get onto this point, to be honest. And I think
Okay,
someone
let's get
We'll
past
skip past the
point two.
stars.
I think someone should get this photo up because on the photo there's multiple shadows pointing in different directions. Now, how have you got shadows pointing in different directions from what?
The
You're
lights.
just debunking these with Google. All you're doing is
The
Google.
light.
Yeah,
No. I'm getting the moon
you're
landing
cheating.
photo up.
Cheating.
I'm getting the moon landing
Okay, get
photo
it.
up.
Can you point it towards us so I can see as well?
Not really. The camera's up there.
Because
Hold
they
on.
look like
Hold
studio lighting, you know what I mean? There's perfect shadows behind everything on that moon.
Oh wait, hang on. He's got. You can share it. Screen record.
Right. Can you
Screen
see that?
share. No, it's still loading in. Hang on. There better not be anything dirty that comes up when you start.
Can you see it?
All right. Yeah. No, I can see now.
Right. So one shadow that way, one shadow that way.
Yeah.
What photos are we after that show multiple shadows from multiple directions?
Yeah.
There's one with like it's got a couple of things in. It's got like the rovers, the astronauts, the flag.
That,
that one,
holding the flag up.
Yeah, that seems pretty.
Holding that straight, pretty prominent. Look, that looks pretty bright. So this is also looking at this is debunking the stars theory because look how much light pollution is coming off of that moon. That's bright.
Well, exactly. This is the other argument that was done in a studio because why is there that much light?
But because of the sun.
Where's the sun?
You know that great bloody celestial body.
Yeah, where's the sun?
What do you mean? Where's the sun?
Right.
At the center of the solar system.
Okay.
The middle.
Crazy. I couldn't get that.
Unbelievable.
Couldn't find a photo of multiple shadows from one point as if they were in a studio. Couldn't see that.
Have you got the picture, Jamie?
No.
I'll try and find it, and then I'll put it on the screen. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen right now.
Yeah. And then it's just gonna be blank. It's gonna be blank.
And it's just gonna be a little screen that says I cannot find the photo. Right. Bullet point 3 or 4. Are we on 4?
We're on 4 now.
We're on 4. Right. The radiation from the Van Allen. Do you know what the Van Allen belts are?
Oh, sorry. Start again. The radiation.
Radiation from the Van Allen belts would have killed the astronauts. Now, there's probable cause and evidence to suggest that to get to the moon, you got to go through something called the Van. You got to pass through the belts, the Van Allen belts, and the radiation that comes off them belts would literally scald anything in seconds before it got through them.
But hang on a minute. You think that we have been to the moon since 1969, though, right?
100%, yeah. I just don't believe in 1969 we had the equipment to get through them Van Allen belts.
Right.
Okay.
So you're saying that the belts emit radiation?
Yeah.
No.
That's literally what we do.
Very false. That is very false.
That's
very false.
I don't know.
Do you know where the radiation comes? The radiation comes from the sun.
Right.
Not belts in space. The belts are just a region of space, which is like probably where where there's a lot of debris and rocks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is where most of our asteroids and meteors come from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the radiation in space is dangerous, but that's what the capsule's for and the spacesuits and everything like that for. Are there for it.
But the radiation that comes from the Van Allen belts, and you should definitely check your facts on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Get your shit sorted, would he?
Yeah.
Radiation from Van Halen.
Coming at me with your own
rock band. How are you spelling Van Halen?
How dare you come at me with your own mind?
How dare you speak sense?
Van, V-A-N, A-L-L-E-N.
Yeah.
No.
Too vast. So here we go. So there is a child behind me. The radiation within the belts is a significant hazard.
No,
you
might have you here then. You might have you here. Significant hazard. Look, he's got to retype it, Mac. He's retyping it in.
On the belts, yeah. Not what you just spieled off your own mind.
Hold on. Let me fact check myself here. Oh, there's a naked child. What are you doing? Get out of my room, dude! Get out of my room! Help!
Told you, you don't jump on a conspiracy with your own mind.
I hate it when my puppy does that, you know.
It's not the same, mate. Your puppy
It is the same. It is the same. I just don't like it when it does it either.
The sun is the main source of radiation in the entire solar system.
Of course. But you've just jumped off the Van Allen belts having radiation and re-googled.
No. I didn't say there wasn't radiation in the belts. I'm saying they don't emit radiation.
I think Jamie's right on this one.
But you've got to pass through the belts to get to the moon.
Yeah.
So if there's a hazard, as you've just started reading, because of the radiation, and then
you stopped reading that. You stopped reading that as soon as you realised.
3 factors. The astronauts' total radiation exposure from the Van Allen belts was very low. it was roughly the equivalent to the dose received from a modern CT scan.
And you believe that?
A
You believe
calculated and
that? You
acceptable
believe
risk
you
on
believe that
board
Pan Island belts you're going to get a CT scan?
onboard dosimeters worn by the astronauts confirmed the low exposure.
Yeah, of course, that's what it's going to say because it's
That's what
the
they
moon
want you
landing.
to think.
The moon landings are real as it stands. You know what I mean? We're here to debunk that, so we're not going off facts. Do you know
They
what I mean?
studied
If
them,
someone,
they
if someone
understood
goes to
them,
shop,
and they
if someone goes to
engineered
shop,
a clever solution to pass through them quickly and safely.
if someone goes to shop, right,
Right.
and the girlfriend says, or the partner or the wife says, "Oh, I'll have a Lucozade and a bag of crisps, please," and you say, "Okay, yes, you know what? I'll get a Lucozade and a bag of crisps as well." Whilst you're at the shop, you buy a chocolate bar and eat it on the way home. Okay. She says, "Oh, did you get anything else from the shop?" You say, "No, I didn't."
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And then, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they're trying to make out like astronauts have went to space, of course they're gonna give probable cause of how they got.
They're going to lie about the chocolate bar.
Yeah, but they came with
The belt,
receipts.
the chocolate bar is the belt in this scenario.
Yeah. But NASA has
They're not gonna
receipts.
say. They're not gonna say, "Oh yeah, we sent people up and turned them into dust instantly, and somehow we got back alive." Like,
Yeah, he has got you there, Jamie. What about if your missus then went, "Oh, show us the receipt"?
what receipts have they got? Did they have to fucking? Is there a toll road on the belt?
Right. No. Right. So you're saying, right, from your example, that you can go to the shop, eat a chocolate bar, come back, and say that it never happened when it did, right?
Yeah.
But and then she says, "Can you show me the receipt?" And you say, "I didn't get a receipt." NASA
Yeah.
has the receipts.
What receipts have they got?
The onboard check the onboard monitors
Yeah.
for when they pass through.
that
You know
radiated
when
the
they pass
CT
through
scan.
it and it went up a
Yeah.
little bit, and they went, "Oh, it's
Oh,
still safe," and they came
to
out
the
of it and it
level,
went down again.
to the level of a CT scan, though. They could have sent them shoots through a CT scan in the hospital.
Right at that specific time of the flight after they.
They
Okay.
could have.
I'm
Okay.
saying
Yeah, that's what they did.
they're obviously putting stuff together to make it look like these moon landings happened. It's pretty solid evidence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm on the
So,
conspiracy side of things. There's ways around it. They could, if you're saying them radiation levels only went as high as a CT scan, who's to say they didn't stick an astronaut through a CT scan and go at this time?
modern CT scan.
Yeah, well, they might have had them back then. I
Do you
don't
want me
know.
to do you want me to find out when CT scanners were invented?
Yeah.
I feel like they were quite early on.
1971.
That's pretty
Oh,
close. To
It's
be fair.
close.
From 69 to 71. That's
Close,
not
but
that
no
far off.
cigar.
They could have had that
The
technology.
government defo had CT scans before.
Yeah, they could have had that technology well before. I'm kind of with Jamie on this one. I think he's got you in a box.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%. Got me there.
What's point number 5, Jamie? Because I'm on your side.
There's no crater under the lunar module, and I'm going to tell you the arguments against this because I've got both sides, as I said. So the arguments against this was that the moon's gravity is weak, and the lander used low thrust engines to descend slowly. The surface is hard packed, so no deep crater would be expected. I think that's a load of bollocks. If you land a spaceship on Earth, there's going to be a crater.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's no crater under the spaceship.
Wait.
I think you're going to need to swiftly move on.
Wait. You're telling me that when they land spaceships on Earth or rockets on Earth, it leaves a massive hole?
Obviously not, because they catch them. But I'm saying if you landed on solid ground like they did,
they only catch them now, though.
Okay, so tell me when they come back, when they come back down to Earth, they're in like big things that just crash into the water. They don't like pure jet down and fucking land the spaceship on the planet, do they? But they did that to get to the moon, obviously, so they could get back in the spaceship. There was no crater. There was no crater. There was no marks. There was nothing under where they've landed to say like there's just been big jets coming down like this. Nothing.
You know when they landed on the moon, they landed with a lunar lander. They didn't crash into the lunar surface like they do when they get back to Earth.
Of course, but there was no crater under it. There was nothing.
There wouldn't be. It's a lunar lander.
So how'd you land with a lunar lander?
With thrusters, like you said at the beginning.
Yeah. I'm going to take a stab in the dark and say they're not very powerful thrusters.
And there's low gravity.
Yeah. That probably helps.
You know.
Hey, look, as I said, I'm not. I didn't make this conspiracy.
You can't make the claims. You can't make the claims and then be like,
because
"Well,
I've got it.
nothing to do with me."
I've got it.
This is Jamie's conspiracy of the week. Something that he thinks is a conspiracy,
Yeah.
and he's
The-
saying,
the-
No,
By the
The
way-
title,
no.
the title
I've
of the
got to
conspiracy
play-
theory
I've got
has
to
your
play
name in it.
devil's advocate here. I've got to play devil's advocate. I've got to
No, you
be
haven't.
the arguing party.
no.
Of course I have.
You're the one coming with the conspiracy, saying that this is a conspiracy, this didn't happen, and now all of a sudden you're going, well, I have to be reasonable.
Well,
Yeah, I do, because every week when I get a conspiracy, it's just me trying to prove to you that something. No, it's something we discuss about
Yeah.
why this.
to be
baby
fair,
is-
Jamie, so far you have swayed my thought process a little bit.
There we go. That's all I'm here for. As long as I get people thinking.
Right.
Point number
On-
6.
Point number 6.
Point number 6.
We're fucking only halfway there.
Point number 6 is actually quite. It's just I think I mentioned it before. Stanley Kubrick helped fake the landings.
Oh, so I was
And
bang on it with Stanley Kubrick. Who had
And I think I got the story wrong. So it was the cameras he used. He gave to NASA, or NASA gave him his cameras. Whatever it was, there's a solid story behind the fact that he was in on it. Because how did he end up with one of the cameras? He didn't buy it in an auction, did he?
No,
How did he get one of their
I'm
cameras?
pretty
The
sure I
same
know
camera.
the story, and he was gifted it because he's like one of the best filmmakers on the planet, or at the time. And still, some of his films are probably the best films ever.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of that 2001 film. That was right.
You know what I'm saying? Space Odyssey.
Yeah, that was pretty
Crazy.
good. I think that was the one that they were on about, actually, where he used the cameras, wasn't
Probably. Yeah, probably.
it? Seen that film, Jamie? That might help out with your theory.
Ah.
It's got monkeys in
Oh.
it.
Right.
Totally relatable.
That was a quick point.
Yeah, we'll swiftly go past that one.
So, the NASA photos from different moonwalks show an identical hill or background, even though the lander supposedly moved miles away in each mission. I'm talking about multiple missions now.
All right.
It all looks the same. The photo's the same. It's always got the same hill. It's the same lighting. It's same. Everything's the same, but it's a different mission. How are they exacting everything every time?
Wouldn't they want to land on the light side of the moon?
It's almost like the studio sets up the same now.
Right. It's almost like the moon is just one big rock
Yeah.
with craters and that's all it is. It's a rock with
But
craters in it.
identical. No, identical.
Similar.
Okay. Is it okay? We'll skip
The
past that.
identical. Would he
I
said
do think-
identical? Not
He
similar.
can say what he likes. I can say that I'm a fucking woman. Don't make it
I do
right.
think-
It don't make it true, does it?
Okay, I agree that point's not very strong. But here's me second. It is possibly one of the strongest points I've got.
Here we go. Here we
Put me
go.
on F7.
No
Seven
dust.
exists.
No dust, no debris, no nothing on the lander's feet, any of the astronauts' feet. No dust on the lunar's feet. And the descendants of the lunar module should have picked up a significant amount of dust, yet its landing pads look completely clean in the photographs. So what, they jumped out and
They
just
might have
thought,
just given them a bit of a dust.
yeah, well, exactly, they might have, but would they? Would you do
When
that?
astronauts were entering and exiting the lunar module, dust got everywhere.
Okay, so now get the pictures and show me the dust
It
on
Show
the
the
white
dust.
lunar.
Show
clogged.
him the dust.
It clogged mechanisms, interfered with
Yeah.
instruments, caused radiators to overheat, and even
Yeah.
tore up the spacesuits.
Okay, so let's see. Let's see on the photos where the dust is on their feet and on the lunar. If there's loads of dust getting in and out, why is I've only got to walk on a
Get
field
the
and
pictures up, Woody. I want to see pictures of the dust.
I want to see dust.
Yeah, I want to see dust as well.
Okay, so no dust on their boots,
No dust.
no dust on their
Not
boots.
on the bottom, on the
There was
top.
no dust. There was no dust, Woody. No
Can
dust.
you see
I'm
Can you see my screen?
It's coming
No.
in now. Hang on. Well, I don't see any dust.
Are you joking? Look at the top half of his suit. Yeah, is perfectly white. Now look at his legs.
Yeah, I can't see.
You can zoom in, Mac. Oh yeah, that does look quite dusty.
That's super dusty, bro. Look at all the boot prints, all the tram lines from the lander, everything. From the
Yeah.
rover.
Does look a
No,
bit dusty.
no. That just looks like a NASA suit. Now show me the lunar with dust on, off the impact of the
Crazy.
thrusters.
Yeah, I want to see more dust. More dust, Woody.
Oh no, I can't get off this photo.
So the government's hacking in. They know that we're
Oh,
onto
I
something.
know what I'm doing.
They know they're onto something. But it's only that photo. They're like, oh shit.
Hold
Delete the
on,
rest of them.
one more Bing.
Oh, hang on, this will be good. Is there any dust?
Right, so there's clear imprints.
I don't know. I don't see much dust.
No dust though. I was consider them thrusters have just been absolutely shagging the moon's surface.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So do you not think that they'd wait for stuff to settle before they decided to take photos? You think they'd just take a photo of a big dust
Yeah, but
cloud and go, "We're
if you
here"?
have a dusty, if you're driving your car and you drive through a crop field, after it settles, it doesn't just remove itself off the side of your car.
Can I also say that doesn't look like it should be landing on the moon? That does just look like a tinfoil hat, sort of like.
Remember
a bit
the
gold.
year?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Look
yeah.
at his boots. They're covered in dust. Look at the
They do look a
clear
bit dusty.
imprints. Clear imprints.
Okay,
Yeah. I
okay.
still think it would be a bit more dusty.
Yeah, it'd be well more dusty.
Okay.
We'll
Next
agree to
point.
disagree on that one, but here's a good one, and here's a factual one. You can get these clips up yourself online. So,
Hang on, wait. Let
there
Woody
was
get
a-
let Woody get the clips up in the corner or something like that.
there was
We'll
a-
get...
Yeah, I'll insert clips that he's talking about.
All right, okay, sweet.
So there was a group of conspiracy theorists that filmed the Apollo astronauts, asked them to swear on the Bible that they walked on the moon, and they refused and walked away.
Okay.
All
Right. They catch
Oh,
him at a
was
bad
that, was that,
time. Were they
was that,
busy? You know, was
that's
it?
that's gonna be a pretty easy video clip to find, I feel.
No, no, they weren't busy. They were standing there taking interviews.
Right. So they were busy doing interviews, and someone went, "Can you
No,
just,
no,
for the
no, no, no,
record, take this
no, no,
Bible
no.
and swear that you did that?"
Nope. They were at a convention where they were there to speak to people, and these conspiracy theorists came to speak to them, but they
Yeah.
wouldn't speak to them.
Right. Probably because they were sick of people saying you didn't go there, even though they risked their lives to go there.
But you just swear on the Bible, right? Get the clip up.
I'll insert it on the video, but
I
I
feel
find
like I've seen the clip.
right. So imagine, yeah, you've risked your life, you've done a death-defying stunt, you've changed humanity for the rest of all time, right? And
You
in one
just
of the
say it
most
was a stunt.
in one of the most historic events of all time, and you've got thousands of people going, "You're a liar! You didn't do that! You're a liar!"
Right.
I'd be like, leg it, mate. Just have a day off. I'm going to
Yeah,
carry on doing what I'm doing.
yeah, but
I can
that's
give you the
your
time of
personal
day.
opinion. That's your personal opinion, you know. In 1968, if someone asked you to swear on the Bible, that's a big thing in
Right.
America.
Pretty big thing.
And also know the country, even like the advanced countries of today, like Russia, China, and Japan, has sent humans to the moon in over 50 years. If they argue if it was really done in 1969, it should be well easier to do now with modern tech. But you're saying they've got no reason to go back to the moon. They still do go back to the moon. They just don't send humans.
Because what's the point?
Yeah,
But
why would you want to send
yeah,
humans?
you just sit there all day and say, what's the point?
Why
Why would you
risk?
train
That
humans?
easy to do it in 1969. You should 100% be able to do it now.
We 100% can do it now. 100% can do it now, right?
Then we have like a rover
why-
on Mars
you
or
know?
something like that.
How do you know? How do
Why
you know we
risk?
can send humans to
Right.
the
So
moon now?
look, think about it like this, yeah. Why risk human lives going onto the moon when we can do it like with robots and with robotics and
Where's
get
the risk?
samples?
Where's the risk?
What do you
If
mean?
the,
Where's the risk?
if the belts only do the radiation of a CT scan,
No, we're back to the belts again.
where's the
But
risk though?
the
That's it. I don't
so
think
the
I don't
reason,
think you've
yeah,
got enough equipment on your desk to argue the toss on what I've got here.
the reason why we haven't sent people back is because there's no point. Why would you risk human lives to go back to the moon when we can do it with robots?
Right.
You have got
That's-
human
that's-
error. You have got human like errors, but you've got like artificial intelligent errors as well.
Okay, so tell me this then. Why does the job of an astronaut even exist anymore if you don't need them?
To do studies.
Right. Okay.
You were holding on to nothing there, Woody. You just came out with studies out of your ass.
But the
100%. No,
sending-
but space station.
But
Why is there people
sending
manned on a
craft-
space station at all times
They're
to do
sending crafts
studies?
up to the moon. They're sending crafts up to the moon because it's too dangerous for humans to go. What's the fucking point in having an astronaut in a suit anymore then?
To go to the space station.
Right. But is that not too dangerous now?
Well, no, because that's they
The land,
live up there.
just the
They've been doing
landing.
it for
So it's
decades.
just the landing from the space station to the moon. That's dangerous.
Well, the space station is in like the low Earth orbit. It's not that far away at all. The moon is very far. It's like
So what's so
220
deadly? What's
million
so
miles or
deadly
something.
from the space station to the moon? Where's the what point gets deadly and dangerous?
Landing on the moon and getting back.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay.
How long does it take to get to the moon?
A while.
I feel like it might be like
Here's
6
one
months or
for you.
something like that.
This is a fact. This
Nah,
is a fact.
I think it's 6 months.
This one's a fact, right?
What did you say? 6 months?
6 months, is it?
Yeah, 3 days.
Takes how long to get to the moon?
3 days.
I'm back with Jamie. There is no way that it takes 3 days to get to the moon.
3 days.
No fucking way. No.
Apollo 8, 69 hours and 8 minutes.
Bullshit. No way. I'm back with Jamie again.
It's
Right.
238,000 miles away.
No.
What do you mean no?
No way does it take 3 days to get to the moon.
No, it does take 3 days. I don't disagree with that. But if we were to go, like we've had crafts go up there, do you know what I mean? But I'm saying human thing. But here's one for you, and this is a fact, and this has come from the mouths of engineers from NASA, which is obviously conspiracists have now jumped on.
Right.
The NASA engineers, and I quote, said that we no longer have the technology to go to the moon and would have to rebuild it. This was a couple of years ago, obviously. And the conspiracists, me, we argue that it's illogical that we went in 1969 with primitive computers but can't replicate it now, despite major advances in technology.
So I think that you're misguided in what you're reading.
No, I'm not reading. These are my notes.
Yeah. So what
Yeah,
you've just
you
said
made the
there
notes with
is
them.
that we don't have the capability now, but what the actual statement is we would have to rebuild a craft, i.e., saying that we don't have it readily available.
Right. Okay.
Also, didn't Elon Musk like shoot up not long ago?
What was he fucking shooting up heroin in his basement?
No, he went up into the sky with one of them rockets.
Elon,
caught
I don't think Elon went to space.
No, but he sent one of the rockets
Yeah,
up.
he sent a rocket up to save the people on the space station.
So we
they
do
were
have
stuck
some
there.
capability.
We've got. What do you mean? We've got so much. We catch rockets out the sky. What are you talking about?
Well, so we've got the capability to go to the moon anyway.
100%.
So then what does Jamie mean?
I don't know. I think he's misinterpreted
No.
a
I haven't
statement.
misinterpreted. This was a NASA engineer, and he said, and I quote,
Go on.
a NASA engineer, he said, and I quote, I'll send you.
Did he say the and I quote part or not?
He said, we no longer have the technology to go to the moon and would have to rebuild it all. And the argument is, in 1969, with primitive computers, we were able to go, but can't replace it now, despite the major advances in technology.
No, he said that we would just have to rebuild it.
Yeah.
He said that we would just have to rebuild it, not that we don't have it.
Yeah.
We could 100% do it. 1 million %.
Yeah.
And also, another engineer, a retired engineer.
Yeah.
Was it an engineer? I didn't write what it was. It was someone. Someone said this.
One sec, I'll be right back.
But he needs to be here for this, so I'll take it.
Yeah. I don't think you know what they meant by the quote.
No,
He was just saying that they had to rebuild it.
Yeah.
Not that like they can't rebuild it.
Yeah.
But hey, look, you've stretched me more and more. I'm more and more agreeing with you.
Why is your arsehole been stretched? What's happened?
So, are we ready? You back with you?
Yeah.
Right. Another fact, by the way.
Fact.
This is a fact.
Fact.
So, like the last one was a fact, and this is a fact, and this is how now.
I don't know if the last one was a fact.
Conspiracies have now come off the back of this. No, I'm not saying. I'm saying this happened. Like someone actually from NASA said this.
Okay.
This is a fact. The lunar rovers were too big to fit inside the lander. It's been factually proven.
What? Did they not collapse?
They don't fit.
All right. Woody, you're gonna have to help me out here.
Google.
I don't know how to.
they don't fit in the lander as shown in like photos and stuff like that. They just don't.
Right.
The
Woody,
deployment logistics weren't realistic.
Woody, how did they get
Claim
there, mate?
Rover's presence was faked for effect. That's what the skeptics question.
Woody, how did they get there?
So the first missions, they didn't have a rover. And then decided that it's probably a good idea to have a rover so they can get about more, which is when you see the pictures of the buggy, which is the rover.
People
So
have proved
you've got him in a box again, Mac. He's
People
gonna
have
have to.
proved
Well,
it.
haven't because you, because you've
He's
come
gonna
with,
have to.
you've come.
He's doing a
No, no, no,
deep.
because you've come
Yeah,
with
but you've
points.
got to do a
I'm not in a
deep
box because
dive on Bing again to
well,
see if you
People
can
have
find what they
proven,
are.
people have proven since the landings that the lunar rovers were too big to fit inside the lander at the time. The lander that they took at the time and the rovers that they took at the time has since then been proven that the rovers wouldn't have even fitted to go on a mission.
Yep.
right. So this is
All
apparently
right,
the
buddy.
sequence. This is the Lunar Roving Vehicle Operations Handbook. So the
From
LRV.
1969, yeah.
This is
Like
the
What they didn't have
no,
them
modern
no,
in
day
no.
Rover.
1969.
From 1970.
Yeah, we'll get on the 1969 one.
But
Yeah,
they
dickhead.
didn't have a rover in 1969.
Yeah, that was a year later.
Yeah, because they didn't have one that year. What are you talking about? I've just established that, right? The first missions didn't have a rover. And then NASA said, oh, it should probably be a good idea if they had a rover so they could get around. And
How
then
are they getting about on the first one then?
So go on then.
they
Go on
didn't.
then. You show me your evidence or whatever you're pulling up there. Of
The
stuff that
LRV is stowed in a quadrant. Astronaut removes the insulation blanket and the operating tapes. Astronaut remotely initiates and executes deployment. They lower the LRV from storage bay with the first reel. The aft chassis unfolds the chassis.
Yeah.
Then
Yes.
the
Yes.
rear
That's what
wheels
happened.
unfold.
Yeah.
Then
No,
they
no,
lock
no.
into
You're going
position.
the wrong way with this. You're going the wrong way. Obviously, that's how they got the rovers down to the moon. What I'm saying is, since then, people have proven that them rovers were too big to fit inside the landers.
Yeah.
I don't care about how they did it at the time and how they opened the fucking back doors and got them out. Since then, there's been scientific evidence and measurements in place to prove that them rovers did not fit in the landing craft that they took to the moon at that time.
Okay, so they did.
But they didn't.
No, but they did.
This is a guy from NASA saying this.
No. They literally
Which
did.
guy is it again? Is this the astronaut or engineer? Sorry.
I don't know. Some ex-NASA dude. I don't know.
Right. So you don't know who said it. You don't know when they said it.
Yeah.
Right, hang on.
Which mission was it again?
The 1969 one, apparently.
They didn't have them in 1969, would it?
I know.
So why are you trying to argue the point?
I'm not. Jamie said that get up the 1969 manual guidebook of how they fit it in there when they didn't even have
Which year manual have you got up?
the 1970.
Well, then obviously they're not going to have the manual there.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like talking to two blokes with holes in their heads.
You need to get up the
yeah,
1969 manual.
So
I've told him to get up the 1969 manual. Jamie, he's getting that up now.
I feel like my blood pressure is really increasing.
So on there's a couple of people that have said it right.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm going to kind of X the first one off because he's just basically like me. So Bart Sibrel, a well-known moon hoax advocate, was the first person to say it in an interview and documentary. He questioned how the lunar rover could have fit inside the lunar module given its size. He typically argues that there's no visual or documented proof of how the rover was stored or deployed. There's channels like Moon Faker, Apollo Investigators documentary. They often cite lack of live footage of the LRV deployment as proof it wasn't really on the moon. They completely missed all that out when they were. And the rover's full deployment dimensions is about 10 feet long. The tight space inside the lunar. The absence of detailed public footage showing the rover unfolding. So it's almost like NASA danced around all that and didn't. And NASA's response, which I've got here just before you Google it, was that the lunar rovers, and this is the factual response, folded like a camping chair.
Wow, that sort of clears it up then, Jamie, really.
Yeah, they literally folded and then they unfolded when they got up there.
Has anyone ever seen it fold like a camping chair and go in the landing craft?
Probably on
I will.
on short
I'll go
time.
with Jamie on this too a bit as well, because have you ever tried to put like a chair?
Have
You
you
know
ever
those
tried to?
camping
Have you ever
chairs.
tried to fold a camping chair and put it in the back of a car?
This is
Never
what my
mind
point was
fold a
going to be,
fucking Lunar Rover like a camping chair and put it in the back of a fucking landing craft to
and
take
it
it
never goes back the
200,000 miles.
same. It never goes back the same either.
No.
You're
Well,
comparing a multi-million pound effort by some of the best engineers of all time at the time to a £5 camping chair that you get from Asda.
right,
Is that
okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just
So
so
that's
we
what
just so we're
that
clear.
was
Yeah,
NASA's response. That was NASA's response. It folds like a camping chair. I
like
weren't mad
Yeah,
at
that
it.
was from
it,
NASA.
it did.
That
NASA
went from
didn't
me.
say it's a camping chair.
But that wasn't me comparison. That wasn't me
They
comparing.
likened it to. They didn't say, but you know that cheap camping chair you get from Asda. It does that. You just do this. Look. Right, hold on. Let me just get on the screen a sec. It does this, and then it's back, slides in like I just did it into a quick little
But even with
bag.
them, even with them though, Woody, those are really difficult to get back into the same packaging and like get them correct and like put them, store them back to the same.
You know, they're so not.
They are. No, well
I've
are.
got so many points here.
Camping chairs go back so easy, so easy.
Well, I've always struggled.
Yeah, but
And
you're a
there's actually
fit
been,
cunt. That's why.
there's actually been, and I'm gonna briefly graze over this topic, because again, it is a bit of a dodgy one, but
Yeah.
there's been apparent whistleblower deaths. So people who knew too much about NASA or the Apollo program died under mysterious circumstances
Oh, here we go.
shortly after the missions. Uh,
What do you mean mysterious circumstances?
well, that's what I'm saying. You'd have to look into that more. I didn't dig deep enough into that point. I fear,
That's
but
fair enough. You've done a lot of research, so
Yeah.
I understand that.
and also the no Earth-based telescope has ever provided clear images of lunar modules, flags, or human activity from the moon's surface. If obviously if we truly landed there, modern optics, like modern day optics, should be able to verify it visually. Do you know what I mean? We can
Yeah.
look through a telescope and see into the fucking Milky Way, for fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? Why can't we see what's going on the moon? What's going on?
The probably the same way that when you look at like satellite imagery of Earth.
Yeah, but again, this is just your point. Obviously, you're not a moon landing guru, so I think you should get the
No,
facts
yeah,
up.
I'm just someone who
Yeah.
speaks with logic and sense.
This is your opinion. No,
No,
I'm
right.
talking
So
facts.
just
But I'm coming at you
use
with facts.
perspective.
I'm telling you, factual. No Earth-based telescope has ever provided a clear enough image.
Right.
So you're telling me, Jamie, hang on a minute. You're saying that there's not been a telescope ever that's got a picture of it from Earth to the moon.
The flags or human activity that apparently went on the moon's surface. No, never.
Woody, if he's right about that, then I'm all for his moon landing.
You're
Is fake.
right. So no. Because listen to this. Just listen to a logical perspective, please. Right. So when you
This is a
look,
logical perspective. There's no way we can see into the galaxies and Milky Ways from Earth, but we can't see what went on the moon if it's still there.
right.
There's no way.
So what we detect, right, in in space with telescopes, right, is the light that comes from them, and then how we can see like dust clouds and stuff like that is we look at different wavelengths to see that, right? It's not that we can zoom
when
in.
we're looking for that, of course, we use them type of equipment when we're looking for them. When we're looking for them stars, when we're looking for them gaps in the galaxy,
Yeah.
we use that equipment. But what I'm saying is, modern day optics, of course, should be able to. If you use the right one, you should be able to see close.
No, I feel like I should be able to buy a telescope off Amazon, and then I should be able to see the flag.
Yeah,
Are
100%.
you insane? Are you both insane?
No, this is a real point that people argue around the world. This isn't just me. This is points that I've got off like credible conspiracy sources.
Credible, right?
Credible.
Went on to make documentaries, went on to make series. People that actually know about what they're talking about. Obviously, I've just done my little bit of research and pulled different bits from different people. But this isn't me being insane. This is a well-known thing.
Yeah. All right. So the moon is 230,000 miles away.
Right.
Yeah, but I still feel like we should be able to buy a telescope that can go and be able to see like at least the flag. You know what I mean? It's not that far. You should be able to buy a telescope. If we can see like past the Milky Way, the telescope should be able to reach the flag.
Right. So the distance is one thing. It's 230,000 miles away, and then it's
Or it's 3 days away.
Okay, so if
By
you're
the way,
talking about distance 230,000 miles away, why can we see well further past the moon with a telescope?
because it's getting light. It's that we're capturing light.
Bollocks.
you know
Bollocks.
you're talking absolute shit. You know
That's
you're
how
talking
they.
absolute
Oh my!
shit.
You two are doing my head in. Right, telescopes capture light, right? That's why if you put your phone camera on low exposure, it gathers more light because it's all it is getting light, right? We can't zoom in to a fucking flag on a celestial body
You seen the moon landing
230,000
video?
miles away.
You seen the moon landing video?
Yeah,
You've seen the video?
yeah.
Well, there's another claim, right? The
Oh,
lunar
wait.
module's descent and ascent engines produce no visual exhaust flame in the video.
To be honest with you, I saw the video of it ascending, and it looked pretty fucking stupid. It did look a bit stupid. It literally just went like,
Floats. It just floats off.
it literally just goes. It looks
You
ridiculous.
don't like jets off.
No, there's no like startup or anything like that. It's literally just
Yeah. It
Yeah.
just like boings off the moon's surface.
yeah, it looks a bit
Rocket
stupid.
fuel combustion should produce visual flames. Like I don't care if it's only
Or
like
it should produce some sort of dust. There should
and
be some dust.
especially get it lifted off the fucking moon.
There
So
should be some sort of dust knocking around.
so all it needs is propulsion to get off it. It's not going to burn because there's no oxygen.
Right.
Yeah, but the
So
dust.
you're saying the rocket fuel combustion shouldn't provide visual flames on the moon. Is that what you're saying?
Hold on.
Woody,
saying
we've
because
also
there's
got
no
the video as
gravity?
well.
You're
I've seen the
you're saying
video.
because
We'll
there's
get
no
the video
gravity,
up.
a rocket can't produce flames. Because if that's your argument, then how the fuck are you fucking jetting a fucking spaceship while you're up there in the first place? You use the
Huh?
fucking rockets.
Huh?
If your argument is that you can't get flames in space because of the no gravity, then what's the point in having a big fucking rocket on the back of a rocket?
Do you think flames cause propulsion?
You're telling me that you wouldn't see any visual flames because of the gravity.
See, this is what's annoying me, right? Is it you've got these points, right? And then I am not a well-versed physicist. I am not a videologist. I'm not
Well, why are you arguing it then? You should just say like, oh yeah, fair
because
enough.
you're just saying stupid
You're
shit.
saying with your chest.
Can
Yeah,
I
there's no
also
way
say?
you
Can I
wouldn't.
also say? Jamie did say that he's not like a professional conspiracy theorist either.
No, these are just points I bring to this. But you're saying with your chest, yeah, because of the gravity, there wouldn't be no rocket fuels coming off the rocket. It just floats off like someone just pulled it with a string. You're saying that with your chest. I'm saying,
And it does
yeah, I'm not an
literally go like
expert.
that, by the way.
I'm saying,
It's not
yeah,
like
I'm
it
not an
rocks off.
expert. This is what's happened. So I'm telling you, this is one of the arguments of the conspiracists. It doesn't just float away like someone pulled it with a fucking drawstring. Whether it's flames, dust, fucking a little bit of a fucking like fucking rocks going flying everywhere. Something should be happening.
I'm
when
just
that
watching the
takes off.
video back. Yeah, okay, right. So there's loads of dust. There's a big explosion from its landing pad to get it back
No.
up, and it floats up because of the lack of gravity. Are you mental? I haven't
No.
seen this video in years. Are you mental?
Pull the video.
Oh my god, are you mental? There's
Pull the
shit.
clip.
Pull the clip up.
Pull
Pull
the
the
clip.
clip up.
I'm not having that. Pull
Oh
the
my
clip.
days. Oh my
Pull
god, this is
Pull the
insane.
clip. Because I
When was the
don't
last time
really.
you boys watched this video? Because that's crazy.
Pull the clip.
I'm sure it was on the group chat the other day. This is it. This just
Right, watch this. You ready? You can see this, yeah?
yeah.
Ready?
Looks like a bit of fucking tinfoil. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Woody. I don't know about that one,
You
mate.
just went on like that was like the greatest fucking take.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Max got a pretty big point there.
But
Yeah.
you saw an explosion which caused propulsion and it exerted force to get up, and it's a low
Okay.
gravity, so it carried on going.
Okay, so
There's
with
enough
the
to
lack of-
escape that.
Okie dokie. So with the lack of gravity, you can have an explosion, but you can't have a fire.
What?
With
I
the
don't know
lack
what
of
he's going on
gravity,
about with the fire thing, by the way.
No,
It
no,
just
no,
looks
no.
like it just goes.
I don't know why you keep saying gravity and fire.
because you said you can't produce a flame without
Oxygen to if there is no oxygen, you can't light a lighter. A flame will not. You need oxygen to burn for anything to burn.
Yeah.
Right.
That takeoff looks legit.
explosion,
You think that looks
caused
legit?
exerted pressure and pushed
Okay.
it upwards out of its gravitational pull. Enough
Well, look,
force to push it past
listen,
that point.
I'm not here to argue with you. I'm just letting you know.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
that. I love that when Jamie thinks he's not getting called out, he just goes, I'm not saying if you can or if you can. I'm
He's
just here. I'm just a
literally
guy.
he goes, "Do you know what? That makes sense." And no, it's not my conspiracy. It's just
Okay,
it's
okay,
just
all right then,
something.
Sam. All right. So I will argue the toss with you on that video then. Okay. So pull that clip back up. Okay. So you said there was an explosion, right? And the fucking rocket, because of the gravity, obviously springs into the air with the explosion's help. So you tell me why the dust and the debris of that explosion just goes. If there's that much lack of gravity, surely that's after the explosion
Oh,
floating into the
what are you
atmosphere.
talking about? Did you not
No?
watch the same video I did?
Yeah.
Are you what? But I'm
Falls back
getting
down.
annoyed.
Get the video back up. Get the video back up.
Get the video
Everything that
back up.
comes,
Get the video back up now.
everything that comes off that rocket, so like the rocks and that, just falls straight back down to the moon.
No, it doesn't.
To be honest with you, it's more about the way it
Can you
goes
see
up.
my screen?
Yeah.
Look, all the dust rising, rising, rising. Look, you see all of that? That's dust. All of that. Oh my God, it's still
No,
in
but
the atmosphere. Oh my God.
missed the rocks. Look down.
What do
Look
you mean,
down.
look
When you
down?
look
Look down. Look
Oh yeah,
down.
let me just pan the camera. What are you talking about?
Down.
Look down. There's rocks that come off that in the beginning that shoot straight to the ground.
It's not
Watch
rocks.
the explosion. Watch the initial explosion. Look at that. Down to the side. Down to the side.
That's an explosion. What are you talking about?
But it explodes into the air, mate.
Oh my God. How? What are you talking about? How do you think they walk? There's not zero gravity.
Of course, there's zero gravity.
What? No,
Right.
there's
Anyway,
not.
we'll agree to disagree on that one.
How do
Oh,
if all right, all right, all right. If there's
oh,
zero
that's
gravity,
amazing.
if there's zero gravity, how did it land? If there's zero gravity, how did they walk on it? If there's zero gravity, how did the lunar lander get on there?
Okay,
They didn't walk. They didn't walk. There was no
how come the
walking going on.
astronauts
They
left?
hopped. They hopped. They didn't walk.
No, no,
They
Yeah,
no.
how
hopped.
come the astronauts left deep, detailed footprints, but the lander's engine didn't leave a similar impression?
What are you talking about? We've already looked at that photo. You can see there's deep grooves underneath its fucking legs. What are you talking
Not a
about?
lot of dust though. Not a lot of dust.
Because
No,
what are you
okay.
talking about? Not a lot of dust. It's all over their
Hey, look,
boots.
I'm just
It's
saying.
all over their kit.
Hey, I'm just saying it's a possibility. You
Oh my
know.
God.
Just saying.
And the lunar dust is said to be incredibly fine and clingy due to static charge. Yet it
Yeah.
doesn't appear to be sticking to much of the equipment up there. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying. That's just referring back to my other point.
It's all over it.
And NASA actually lost the original videotapes, and they reportedly lost or deleted the Apollo 11 telemetry data, which tracked altitude, speed, and trajectory.
Okay.
They lost that. So the most like pinnacle, possibly something that's ever happened in human history, where
The first landing.
we managed to get man on the moon. They lost the tapes.
But
NASA lost it,
you're saying that we never went there.
but they lost the
Well,
tapes.
yeah, that's how it happens.
I'm saying the moon landings were fake, like the moon landings.
Every time a bloke went up there, you're saying that weren't real.
I'm saying the moon landings, the famous moon landings.
So every single one of them was. What are you talking about?
But I don't understand, Jamie. Jamie, you've lost me again. Which moon landing?
I'm on about the 1969 one.
Right.
Right. Right. But you're
Just the one.
bringing up. But you're saying right. Well, how did they get
Massive-
how did
massively-
they get the rover on there? The rover didn't go on 69 at all. That was in
Yeah,
a
but
different.
this is just all points to say.
Woody,
Oh, yeah, okay.
Woody, can you do me a favor? Can you have a little Google when we went to the moon and like what years? Because I don't know what the time was after 69.
Well, people
so-
haven't been since. People haven't been since.
What? So we've only ever been to 69. That was the only time we've ever
Mine
been.
have only been once, yeah.
Really?
So my argument's about mine getting on the moon, not about fucking. Do you know what I mean?
So
But anyway, NASA reportedly lost or deleted the footage of the biggest moon landing in human history. Just so you all know.
1969 was the Apollo 11, and then there was a flurry of lunar exploration. There was 140 missions directed towards the moon. The Apollo program lasted 1968 to 1972. 12 astronauts walked on the moon.
Yeah,
That's
but,
quite a lot of astronauts. No.
yeah, but they lost. NASA lost the tapes of Apollo. I'm talking about Apollo 11. Let's get back on Apollo 11.
Right, so
All my points are
this
to
is
do with
really
Apollo
difficult
11.
for me because you've come with a conspiracy that the moon landings were fake, and now you're alluding to only
No,
one
no,
of
no,
them were fake.
no. You're taking that out of context. I've done research into Apollo
Oh
11,
my
the
god! Oh my god.
1969 moon landings, and why they were fake. Okay, I haven't done research into why the following moon landings after that were fake. So they might have different points, and I might have pulled some points from them landings, like the lunar rovers. But it all comes under the same arguments of being able to get man on the moon, and why this might have been faked in 1969, which, let's get it right, was the biggest mission. That's the one I'm arguing.
Yeah. Is that all your points, or do you have any more?
I've got loads of points, mate.
Oh my god! Can we? Do you
Okay.
know what?
How about we do? Can we do your best one?
Can we?
Okay.
No. Can we just?
Okay.
Like, hold on. I'm just at a loss for words because there's so much just waffle going on, and it's just chopping and changing to fit a narrative. You came with
Well,
the moon
who's
landings were
chopped and
fake.
changed?
What are you talking about?
Who's chopped and changed? No one's chopped and changed. I'm
You said the
talking
moon
about one
landings were fake.
mission.
You said the moon landings was fake, and then you went,
You
"Oh,
did.
the
You
lunar
did say that.
landers couldn't even get on there. Oh, how did they fit the lunar landers on there?" And you're going,
Because
"Oh, well, actually, I was only talking about 1969."
yeah, no, because it proves that obviously the one I'm talking about in 1969, you're saying they went again after with lunar rovers, and then people are saying the fucking lunar rovers don't even fit on the ship, which obviously backs it that it was faked in 1969 as well.
How does that back it? Because they didn't even try and put one on there in 1969. And stop doing this every time you talk about something.
It is that. It's not factual. You're coming at me with your common mind. I'm coming at you with facts.
Oh, none of them are of which, by the way, are facts.
No, no,
Let
no,
me,
no.
let
He
me,
has
let
he
me,
has said some facts. You can't say that. He's got quotes, mate.
yeah, for quotes.
Right, that's right. Yeah, quotes from well-known conspiracy theorists. Facts.
I'm an engineer, and he got one from an engineer.
A moon rock given to the Netherlands in 1969 as a gift was later found to be petrified wood.
Right. What's that got to do with anything?
That's a fact.
What's that got to do with anything?
Why would they give them a bit of wood instead of a rock?
What do you mean?
Or why would
But
they give
they
them a
went
bit
to the
of wood
moon and
instead
they
of a
brought
rock?
back all these souvenirs to celebrate with the world, and they started giving rock to the
Right.
countries, which was later then found out to be petrified wood.
Right. Okay.
That's a
So
fact.
why were they giving out wood instead of real rocks?
Probably because it's a valuable resource, valuable to do studies on. It's the same reason as why you wear a fake Rolex.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
it looks legit.
your answers are probably because this, probably because that. I'm telling you that happened. This is a fact.
Right.
Yeah. Jamie's got facts. You've just
Okay.
got
Okay. Okay.
superstitions.
You've got an idea.
So the US gave the Netherlands a petrified bit of wood. The moon landings were fake.
Yeah.
Brilliant cause and effect.
No,
Fuck,
that's one
you
of
know
the
what?
things,
You
yeah.
convinced me. What are you
That's one
talking?
of the
Shut
things.
up.
Look, that's
I
what I'm
wish he
here
was
to
here.
do.
I
That
wish.
is
Do
what
you
I'm
know
here
what?
to
Yeah.
do, mate. That is what. You want to fucking get me face, mate, yeah? That is what I'm here to do, mate. Okay. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't want to.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm on the fence.
How did you get up
Can
the
I
fence?
can I
How
just
did
can
you
I
get up
just
that
say
fence without modern technology? I reckon you faked it.
I'm on the fence. I'm just here to play devil's advocate, as you know,
Sick. Oh, by the way, sick conspiracy theorist.
in this
can I
situation.
can I say that Jamie has convinced me?
Oh my god, what? You're
Jamie
just
has
doing my head in.
100% convinced me.
You're
Yeah.
just
You know, in the
chatting pure
comments, guys,
was,
what do you
mate.
think? Are you convinced? Did you listen to the whole thing? Let us know.
Oh
Definitely
my
are.
god.
Definitely.
There's definitely going to be some people who are being like, you know what, he's got some good points.
Oh,
I've took the time on my day, right? I took the time to go and do this research.
He was about to say busy day. He was 100 about to say busy day.
2 kids, job or no job, my day is busy at the minute. Okay,
Oh, I have a day
I've
off.
sat and I've got over 40 points to argue with you.
Oh my god, we're not doing all 40. I beg, I bet. I'll
You
do
don't need to do
anything
all
to not
40,
run through
Jamie.
40. We've been on this point,
convinced me.
yeah. We've been on this point for almost an hour and a half.
Okay,
Right,
well,
and do you know what the worst thing is? Do you know what the worst thing is? Yeah, this is your conspiracy, but you didn't tell us what the conspiracy was, so we couldn't do any evidence for our own selves. And you're just going, well, this, and I'm sitting there going, well, I don't actually
yeah,
know why. You're probably
yeah.
just making it up. And then I'm trying to do
You didn't
research, and
ask
I've
him.
got Dylan going,
You didn't ask him.
see, you're actually making sense. This
You
all
didn't
makes
ask him.
sense.
You didn't ask him.
But he is actually making sense. He's made some pretty good points.
Oh my god.
He's told me some things I didn't know. He's got
Yeah.
There you go.
quotes. He's got
Oh,
quotes.
wait till next week's one. I've got 3 planned as of yet, and I've got 4 over. Well, with today's one, I had 4
Can we
days.
get a teaser for what next week's is going to be?
Do you want to know what it is?
No, do you
Yeah,
know
I wanna know
what?
what-
I think
I wanna-
after this, if anyone does so happen to come across this podcast, right, they're gonna go, but I'm never watching that again.
I'll tell you next week's one just so you feel like you want to tune in and do your research if you want to. Next week's conspiracy is going to be, and again, I'm going to be back with the space background, and I won't
Oh, I
change
can't
it until
wait.
what's the topic. Next week's topic is going to be Area 51.
Perfect.
What do you mean? What?
Although Area 51 isn't in space.
Yeah.
No, me conspiracy is going to be about the aliens in Area 51.
Oh. Oh, right. So what?
Oh, I can't
In
wait
in
for this.
for or against? They have aliens there, or there's no such thing.
Find out next week.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my
no,
God.
I can't wait. I can't
Find out
wait.
next week.
I might
can't
quit.
wait. No, I can't wait. Woody, can I ask your opinion on if you think aliens are there or not?
I don't know. I haven't done any research into it.
Yeah, but your own opinion. We've got to speak from the mind as well. Like as you have been doing.
My own opinion, I don't know. I've never researched it. How can I have an opinion on something that I don't know about?
I'm
Never
hopeful that
asked
Matt
us
will be
about
able to
aliens.
convince me, just like he was able to convince me today about aliens and Area 51.
So in your lifetime, you've never sat and thought about aliens, whether they exist or not, without doing research.
Yeah, I've thought, oh, do they exist? And then I didn't go, oh, I bet they've got them on Area 51.
Because I've had conversations with you. Obviously, we spoke about the Anunnaki, the pyramids.
Do you know
By
what?
the way,
There was a solid thought then that I thought Matt was about to say that he's had a conversation with an alien. I was really did think that you were about to say that.
there's many conspiracies out there, and this is why we've got loads of good content for the next few weeks. Unless the podcast isn't even meant to be fully just about conspiracies, but they do seem to be taking up a lot of time.
But yeah, because you've done 40 points.
Yeah, right, okay. We'll narrow it down next week. I'll do 10 solid points. We got through 35 points today.
We got through how many?
35.
The time flew by, mate, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
The time flew by.
We're
Woody
actually
seemed-
cut.
10 to 15 solid points, and I'll have to draw up an argument to be had. It can't just be like I tell you the points, and then you guys are like, oh
Yeah, can you tell us the points before we come onto the pod? Because
I
I'd like to be
don't
able to-
want to know them. I want
Well,
to be
you
left
tell-
in the
you tell
dark
me
just
what
as
you
I was
want.
today.
I've got a couple lined up. We can probably have an interesting conversation about Area 51, but I reckon we can probably have a more interesting conversation about the pyramids, shit like that.
100%.
Yeah, you like the pyramids, don't you, Mac? You're a big fan of the
It
pyramids.
looks like he sells camel rides outside the pyramids.
You look like you sell fucking chocolate.
You
look like you sell sweets outside the pyramids.
No, that's Dillon.
Hello, mate. Do you want to buy my basket of sweets?
No.
Go on,
Oh,
stand up for the pod. Do 12.
You do it 12, fat
I
ass.
can't. I'll float off.
I want you to do one thing for me. Show me your ankles.
I'll float off. I can't. If I let go of this
Can't
chair,
lift them off the floor.
I'm gone. I'm with the Lunas. You know what I mean?
I'm with Lunas.
I've got to stay based until Nasha brings me back down.
Right. So can you know you've come with these points. Can I just ask you a couple of things regarding the lunar landings?
Yeah.
You've got to
Okay.
remember though, he is just a conspiracy theorist. He's not
Yeah.
in there with them.
So obviously, I'm in the predisposition of the fact that we haven't been back up there because we've got enough samples. If you've said we still go up there to get samples, or have been since to get samples on unmanned missions, then why would we even go back?
Say that again. Sorry, I was actually.
Yes, shit.
Yeah, you need to
Why-
speak a bit more slowly there, would it?
Yeah, that was a lot.
Why would we ever want to go back and send people up there for no purpose whatsoever if we've got enough samples of lunar material to do studies on? What's the point?
Okay, well, you answer me this, then I'll fire back.
Oh,
Why?
you're doing the political thing where you
Yeah.
answer a question with a
Answer
question.
a question with a question. Yeah,
Why have we got astronauts?
Huh?
Why have we
that's
got
such a
astronauts?
great question to come back with.
Why have we got
That's
astronauts?
amazing.
I thought we'd already established that about
For
half
the
an hour
astronauts
ago.
not to go on these missions. Is that not why they get paid a shit ton of money to put themselves in danger and go and find this material?
Or do they get paid a shit ton of money to lie about it?
Yeah, that's oh my god, that's what it is. They're all Brad Pitt. They're all Brad Pitt. That's what it is. Right, astronauts go up to the space station all the time.
How do you know?
What do you mean? How do I know? Because they come back down. There's videos of people on the space station.
Oh, here's one, by the way. Jesus Christ,
Oh my
talking
god.
about fake space. Have you seen that Katy Perry video?
Yes, mate.
What
Yeah.
Katy Perry? What I haven't seen this. What happens?
When they're in but Blue Origin, yeah, went into low Earth orbit
Katy
for
Perry
like
went to space.
low Earth orbit. It's barely even
Katy Perry went
space.
to space.
It's barely even space. They went into
Okay.
very low Earth orbit. They basically didn't even go into space, right? Blue Origin sent up a few people, including he sent his wife up, Katy Perry, and a couple of other women, right? Went up there, right? That's what it is. What are you going to allude to here? You're going to say that's a conspiracy?
Bit of peace and quiet there, innit?
I haven't dug into that tonight, but look, if you go away in your own time and look at the footage and them actually inside the space pod, and it's just hilarious. The door that when she
The
lands
door. What's
when
up
she
with the
lands,
door, Matt?
Oh my
no,
god!
when she lands, she the door that isn't meant to open, yeah, she's fucking opens it like a bedroom door to get out.
What? So you're telling me it's got like a little handle, just like a
Yeah,
bedroom door, and she just did it like that?
she just
No
opens it.
way. Please tell me he's lying, will he?
It's been debunked already. That was a big thing. It's been debunked.
Wait, Woody, are you telling me that the door literally was like a handle like that?
It can only be open from the outside. Yeah.
But she came out from the inside. Like
Well,
it was like,
obviously, she didn't come out from the fucking outside, did she? Right. So where are we at with regards to with this conspiracy? Because I'm so over it.
no,
Jamie's convinced me.
You're
look, no,
convinced that the
right,
moon landings
Oh,
were
right.
fake.
let
Yeah,
me just
he's convinced me. Yeah.
Right.
look, right. Look, my job with these conspiracy guys, for those watching, right, I'm not here to convince Dillon or Woody. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to give us a interesting topic that we can all argue the toss on. If you've been convinced by me, then thank you for listening. If you haven't been convinced by me, I'm gonna fuck yourself, right? No, man. If you haven't been convinced by me, then that's fine. I think, and I think he's got a good point, Woody. You think he's a little bit agitated that he wasn't prepared, but
Yeah.
my job wasn't to prepare him.
Woody's annoyed because he doesn't know enough on the subject.
My
That's
job
why.
wasn't to prepare him. My job was to prepare my arguments.
No. Right. I'm just gobsmacked in just how much bullshit it is.
Yeah, that's fair, mate. I'm sure like 90% of the population are on the same page with the conspiracies.
What do you mean?
Like, not like there's only a small.
Not everyone's as smart as Matt when it comes to
Yeah.
conspiracies. That's what it sounds.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what.
not everyone's mind is as open. But what I'm saying is the point I'm trying to make is there's a handful of people that believe in conspiracies. So you're like one of the 90% of the population that's going to blow your mind when you're there about it because of how stupid it is. You know what I mean? Like,
No. Right. I'm all for conspiracies when they make sense, but to say that the moon
and this is
landings were
this,
fake.
by the way, just for everyone's general knowledge, this is coming from the guy that thinks allegedly that George Bush blew up the Twin Towers. Right. This is the same guy.
Could have
This is
happened.
the same guy.
Could have happened.
So exactly, and I'm there
Hashtag,
for that.
hashtag Bush did 9/11. I'm whole fight the power.
But I'm there for that. I'm there for that. It could have happened. The same that I'm here for that. The moon landings could have.
You're open minded about it, Mac, is what you're trying to say.
I'm open minded about it, but he's not willing to open his mind about the moon landings. But he's
You are
willing to
not
open
open. Right, we've had a discussion
You're-
about 9/11 before, yeah, and you
you're-
are the least open-minded person. You was like, it was Osama. He did it, and now we
Yeah,
got
but
him.
now it's my job as a conspiracist to be out and about it.
Yeah, but
So
you're
you
not.
think that a president? You think that a
He's
president took out?
Woody, don't. He's already put this on LinkedIn and everything for his job. So he's
You
He's
think that a
never going back
president?
to full time work ever again.
no,
You
it's a
Just got a
full-time
YouTube channel
conspiracy.
debunking theory.
You think that a president took out the Twin Towers in his own country and
Oh,
blamed?
guys, no. I can do another one. I can do
Yeah,
another
can't
one.
right. I mean, I'm not convinced. I think it's a load of waffle. I think your
That's
points are
fine.
fucking stupid.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that it wasn't a fair debate. I don't think it should have. It wasn't even intended to be a debate, and it just turned into just
It
just.
turned into a debate because you got your back up. No one asked you to be prepared. No one asked you to have counter information. I was just talking about a conspiracy and these points that people are putting across as conspiracists. I
Yeah,
didn't ask you to have
maybe we didn't do enough planning in the prelude to this podcast.
Maybe,
I think you're getting too
maybe
defensive
we
here,
didn't
Woody,
do enough
because
planning. I done fucking loads of planning. It took me ages to plan them. It
Oh,
was you that didn't do enough
in
planning.
all your busy days,
give
It
me
was
2
you
seconds.
that didn't do enough planning.
planning. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And my days, I'll say it again, are very busy. I've
Oh,
got
they're
two
not.
young children. Two young children. My day is so busy.
I've
When you put your daughter down and you think you've got a couple of minutes, I put my son down and we've got another baby there, fresh out the womb, crying.
yeah. Guess what?
It's busy.
Guess what? On the same page.
It's busy.
Right.
It's busy. In all modern
You
work,
know
it's
what?
busy.
Yeah.
For a couple of months especially.
Realistically, you can't go back to work. You've got too much going on.
Nah, I'm going back to work. For my sanity, I've got to go back to work. You know what I mean?
He's got himself a new job.
I've got
Yeah.
to. Unless this blows and someone hires me on like a documentary or whatever.
Yeah. I'm sure
You're
they will.
thinking ahead. Documentary.
As
I'm
a
sure.
speaker.
Yeah. New David Attenborough.
Yeah. No, but on a serious note, though, I think going forward, yes, you should be more prepared. I don't think it should be
Yeah,
an
Woody.
argument.
You
I don't think it should be a
You should
conspiracy
be more
argument.
prepared.
No, I don't think it should be a conspiracy argument as such. But I think we should all, if we're going to do a conspiracy of the week, I think we all need to be open-minded about the situation. And that, I can't say that for us all.
If we're gonna do conspiracy of the week, I think everyone should be included in which fucking conspiracy it's gonna be.
No one asked me. We all knew we were on today. No one asked me.
Yeah, he did tell us earlier that he was going to
I
be doing
said
the
I'm
moon landing.
prepared. You said, have you got your conspiracy ready? I said yes. That was it. No one said, oh, what is it? Or can I
Right.
have some information
Yeah.
for
All
this
right.
conspiracy so I can argue the toss?
All right. I accept defeat.
It's not defeat. I'm not saying no one's defeated. I'm just saying
Speaking of feet,
if we are
you've
gonna
got
have
that
these
foot fetish,
conversations,
or
yeah, it can be. But if we're gonna have these conversations weekly, we all need to be open on both sides,
yeah,
and it doesn't need to be 2 hours long because that was
excessive.
Incredible, in my opinion.
This
Yeah,
is what I'm saying. Right. When I'm
that was
talking about planning, yeah, I didn't mean you didn't do research. I'm saying we did not plan this format right.
no 100%.
We literally just sat down one day and went, let's do a podcast. Right, what we're going to talk about. Right, you're doing a conspiracy. You're doing some facts of the week. You're going to talk about news.
I
Sweet.
was
See you
talking about
Saturday.
Yeah, because I didn't expect you to argue with me for so long about the points. That's why I
Yeah, to
went.
be honest with you, Woody, if I'm honest with you, Woody, you did drag that out like.
All
I
right.
didn't expect that comeback. Do you know what I mean? I thought we were all going to put to the points. I didn't know I was going to get into a
You'd
heated
love a
political
bit of
debate.
comeback.
Never there, mate, honestly.
Who even is he? Right, go on. I heard Dillon's got some fucking news stories.
Right, yeah. So I've
What,
scoured
mate?
the internet.
Best not be these car park dog stories again. This is gentle news.
They're personal
I-
stories.
I-
That's not even
I-
news,
I-
movie.
No. I want your opinion on these, Jamie, because I feel like you're going to have some.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
Woody already knows about a couple of them, but that's only because he was too interested. So,
Fuck off. I said, right, I'm going, and you went, oh, I've got one more. Let me tell it.
no, that's not.
Go on.
So-
I can't go on for too long now. I'm going to wrap it up soon.
Yeah, give
So
it like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Right, fucking, I've got to speed through him. He was able to talk about the moon landing for an hour and a half. So, I've been scouring the internet to try and find some more interesting news than just like the depressing stuff that you normally see. You know what I mean? So I've got 3 stories for you from a couple of different countries and stuff like that. Right. My first one comes from India.
Yeah.
India. There's an Indian MMA fighter. I don't know her name, right, but I know that she's 0-1. And she went to the she's not very good. Her career is in like a bit of a check at the moment. Yeah, because she went to the zoo and she gave a monkey a vape to have a little vape on.
Right.
I've seen the video and the monkey did seem to enjoy it, but obviously you can't really give a monkey a vape or a fag or anything like that. You can't give monkeys nicotine. So she sort of come under heavy fire a little bit. Woody was saying earlier to me that he thinks that you should be allowed to give monkeys cigarettes.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna again, on the fence. I'm gonna speak from both sides of the pile here.
Fucking have a day off.
From a conversation I've previously had myself with Woody, obviously it went too long ago. It was a couple of nights ago, maybe last night. I can't remember. We was having a conversation about evolution, right? And we got into humans actually coming from monkeys. So I think I'm not on the fence actually. I think I'd agree with Woody. If we're smoking nicotine, then monkeys have obviously got the capability to have a bit of nicotine because one day they're gonna stand up and start walking around like us anyway. So just fucking give them it.
Well, so you think that we should be giving monkeys vapes? I don't think we should be letting
Why
monkeys
not
vape.
though?
You know what if it's-
When they're technically our ancestral beings.
Yeah, but it's in a cage, Mac. It's in a cage, unhappy. You shouldn't be giving it vapes.
If I was in a cage, unhappy, I'd want a fucking ciggy at
Max.
the very least. Do you know what I mean? That's the least. That's
It's only
like
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they're sitting there going, "Oh fucking hell! Oh Jesus Christ!" I think like they'll be like, "Oh shit, yeah, give us another one of them."
Yeah, it's not unconsensual vaping, is it?
Yeah, it's not like you like.
I don't think the monkey can consent to the vape.
If he takes it, like if you put like a piece of food in front of a monkey and he takes the food, it's the same thing. If you put a cigarette in front of a monkey and he decides to take a pull, I haven't like forcefully put that cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Anyway, that's me. That's my news story from India.
Yeah.
I've got another one from Wales. This is the next one from Wales. I'm not as happy with this one because I couldn't find out as much about it. But pretty much. Oh, what's Woody doing here?
Hold on. Just going to show you something. If it loads.
Chain smoking chimp.
Yeah, but my PC is running at it was running at 1 frame per second.
1 frame per second. No wonder that moon landing video looked a bit shit.
Oh yeah.
Right, is it? That monkey doesn't look happy.
You joking?
Look at me, lad. How's he not happy?
Look, look how he's sparking it up. What are you talking about?
That's
Yeah,
not
well
right.
happy.
You can't do
He's
that.
well happy. You light him one with another one to give to his oppo.
You can't do that.
Half a word,
No.
mate.
You can't do that to a monkey, man. No.
But you can lock them up, colonize them in a zoo, fucking
Yeah,
give them
colonize them in a zoo.
Yeah.
Right. My next story comes all the way from Wales.
Oh, I should have had these glasses on, man. It looks like I'm blinded by the eclipse.
Oh my god.
You should have kept them on the whole time.
Help! Help! Right, go on, carry on.
Yeah, boys, I got a great idea. Let's start a podcast.
Yeah. He has got the glasses though, and the glasses do suit him.
Yeah.
All right, you fucking bent. What are you trying to fuck him?
Oh yeah.
Not today.
Oh no, not today. Let's
I'm
move
just
on
jealous.
from the gay topic. Right, next.
Yeah, next week's conspiracy: homosexuality.
It's not real. It's not real. It's not real. It's not real.
Go on, then. What's the news? Come on.
So there's a teacher in Wales, right? And she drank too much while she was in the classroom. She had a bit too much to drink.
Did she drink dog water and
As in, like too much fluids or too much alcohol?
Too much alcohol. She was drinking booze. And she made the students get up and do the Macarena dance.
Yeah.
But they refused to. Like, the students were like, we're not doing that. That's like, I'm here to learn history or whatever. And so she swore at them and like put her middle finger up and stuff like that at them. Now, if you want my opinion, I understand that teaching's a bit of a difficult job, but you can't swear at students. You know what I mean? That's wrong.
W teacher.
What?
W teacher. Unreal teacher.
She going to prison.
You're telling me if a teacher came into your school absolutely shit-faced and you all had to do the Macarena instead of learning, you'd be pissed off?
I'd be gassed. That's the sickest school day of all time.
Yeah. No
But
argument.
the students didn't want to. The students were like, "No, I'm not having any of this."
Yeah, but them students are fucking pussies, little bitches. They should have fun and enjoy their time at school.
I've got one more.
I can smell
Um,
the roast.
so there's a dolphin going rampant at the moment in England.
A rampant dolphin.
Yeah, he's going
Or it-
crackers.
No rampant rabbits.
No.
No, just a dolphin.
Boring.
Okie dokie.
Just a dolphin. So
I've
there's a
seen a few
dolphin
videos
called
about rampant rabbits.
there's a, there's a dolphin called Jack the Flipper.
Right, fuck off. He's chatting shit. He's chatting
No, I'm
shit.
not. No, I'm not. Yeah, Google it.
Yeah.
It's-
Not a
I'm
dolphin.
not-
There's not a dolphin that's went rampant called Jack the Flipper.
Sick. Is he a murderous dolphin?
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah, he is. He is. He's a murderous dolphin.
What is
He's
it?
been
Cannibal?
he's
Cannibal.
he's been killing other dolphins and sharks for the last few weeks,
Yeah.
Dolphin killed the Jack.
and people are well. That's how he got the name.
Yeah.
Jack the Flipper. Who named him? There's some
Well,
shark stand up on the news and go, right, I've had enough. Fucking Jack the Flipper, yeah. He's been in my reef for over 2 weeks now killing fish. Who came up with this?
Well, his previous name was Anakin,
Anakin. That's sick.
but when they realised he was killing the sharks and the dolphins, they decided, oh, we need to get a new name out for him.
Did he have a
So they
mate called
settled
him?
on-
Crazy.
So they settled on Jack the Flipper.
He went from Anakin to Jack the Flipper instead of Darth Vader. That's a loss.
That is a flop. Yeah,
That's
facts.
a flop and a half.
I don't know. I like Jack the Flipper. I think Jack the Flipper is pretty.
Should have
Yeah,
stayed
but
on
name
Anakin.
for a murderous-
Yeah, Anakin to Vader's crazy. I reckon get Jamie on fucking naming these dolphins. Fuck a day
You've got
job.
to go to university to name the
Conspiracy.
dolphin. You can't just wing it. You've got to like, go to
Dolphin namer.
university to name the
So,
dolphin.
Jack the Flipper, is he wanted? For his
Yeah, no,
crime?
he's still wanted. They've not caught him. They've not caught him. But here's the problem that they're struggling with: is they can't lock him up.
I reckon the problem they've got is there's no whistleblowers that can come forward and say this is where he's hiding out.
Well, there is. Now you say this, but there is.
But
They've sent a team out. They've sent a team out off the coast of Wales. They've sent a team out.
What do
to
they
see
do?
if
They
can-
stand on the edge of the boat and go. "Woo."
You spoke to a few whales in your time, didn't you, Devo?
It's a dolphin. It's a dolphin, not a whale.
You signed up to Fridge Finder, didn't you?
Yeah, but only as a recipient, not as a
Go on,
finder.
what happened with Jack the Flipper? Shall we wrap
Yeah,
up
go on.
soon?
So that you sort of like interrupted my story.
Yeah, sorry.
So they've not caught him, but they've sent a special team out to Wales.
Bravo 6 on Jack the Flipper. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Team 6, literal seals.
They've sent a special team out off the coast of Wales to try find him and take pictures of him in combat.
I don't believe a word.
A fucking nunchucks.
The sound I got the intel on Jack the Flipper with Bravo fucking. No.
Navy SEAL Team 6.
But they've got pictures of Jack the Flipper in action.
You said they didn't know where he was.
No, but they don't now. They've lost him.
Jack the Flipper from next Dolphin.
No, they've just lost him. They just lost him. They don't know where he is now.
Didn't tag him.
No, they haven't tagged him. He's too quick.
Right.
They caught him in action beating up a shark.
Right.
Beat him
They
up.
took some.
Fucking front
They took-
haymakers.
They took some pictures of him, named him Jack the Ripper, and obviously got in contact with the Sun and that.
Jack the Flipper.
Wanted to warn them, so just in case he starts attacking people. I'm guessing we don't know.
Yeah. No. Okay. Where was this?
He's been going around the country.
Right.
Yeah, so-
how's he
so-
tracking them?
Jack the Flipper, based out of Wales, has been attacking sharks and whales. And they've sent in Navy SEAL Team 6.
No. He's been attacking sharks and dolphins.
Oh, okay. So sharks
How's
and
he
other
got fucking
dolphins,
jobs?
but he's from Wales.
Yeah.
And they sent in Navy SEAL Team 6.
How did he know? How did he know that he's attacked? The shark stand up and go like, what happened?
No. They bailed him up. Excuse
How
me.
did he bring? How are they bringing charges against Jack the Flipper?
Well, they caught him on camera doing it,
Right. So okay.
but they've been studying him for a
How did
while.
they notice him?
Well, because he used to be Anakin. You forget. He used to be called
Okay,
Anakin.
So
And they were
so
like studying Anakin, and they were like, "What's he doing?
surely
What's he
Anakin
doing?
was
What's he
sacked,
doing?"
though.
Yeah, no, they don't know why he started.
No. But if they're following and tracking a dolphin called Anakin, right? Surely they'd have him tracked. So why can they now not track him?
He's gone off the radar.
Oh yeah,
just
just
keeps-
fucking just yanked it out his fin, dorsal, just like that.
Yeah. He's
He just keeps now. He now just keeps popping up, and he's just sort of like attacking dolphins and sharks. But he's not eating them or anything. He's just
Is this
attacking
real
them and killing
story?
them. Huh?
This real news.
Yeah, this is real. You can have a Google.
100%
I will be
authentic.
having a look.
You can
Jack
have a
the
Google. I'll
Flipper.
send you the article.
That's crazy.
Well, yeah. No, Woody can get it up anyway on his computer.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna end on Jack the Flipper.
Yeah,
to be
I
honest.
think we should wrap it up because we've been
I
going
need to
for
go and have a think. I need to
2.5
go and have a think.
hours.
Yeah.
A good 2.5 hours. I think that's a wrap. I think we try
Jack the
a format
Flipper.
next week. I'll be real because I don't want to spend an hour and a half arguing about fucking NASA.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can relate to you now because I've now been caught off guard with Jack the Flipper. Like you should have told me about that. This is information I should have had prior to this call.
Yeah, but this
Jack
is the
the
point
Flipper.
about the news, Jamie. Is you don't get it.
Yeah, you know what? Like when you're watching the news for the first time, you're seeing it for the first time. You can't
Exactly.
preemptively strike news stories.
Exactly. And I've given you some good ones as well. Jack the Flipper. I'll keep you updated.
That is some flipping good news, mate. I'll be real.
Fuck's sake. Right, I'm going. Right.
Right, boys, it's been a pleasure.
A pleasure.
But
Well done for the first one.
Yeah, woohoo! Round of applause for
Yeah.
probably one of the worst podcasts of all time.
Yeah.
We will
but still
improve.
going up.
I enjoyed myself.
We'll be back.
improve.
Oh, mate, I had a great time. My
I
blood
had a
pressure
great
spiked a
time.
few times, but I think Dillon's news stories just bring me back to reality, and I just feel great again.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
To be honest, I feel great on my conspiracy progress, but
Well, I don't know how you managed to get
You did a good job.
40 points.
Oh, you did a good job. There was a lot of points.
thank you.
Yeah,
I can't wait for Area 51.
I
I
can't
can't
wait
wait.
for next week.
I can't believe we get to do this every week. This is great.
This is what I'm saying. This is the great.
This
great
isn't
idea.
Jamie. This isn't a job yet, though. You know that.
I can't believe I get to do this for a living.
Yeah, everyone else comes off. This is it now. This is it.
I think
been
this is the
allowed
most
that.
we've spoke as a group for months.
Yeah. It is. That's kind of sad when you say it like that, no?
Yeah, only because
Oh, you moved to Derby and your best friends are IEPs. So what are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you
I mean,
how.
we speak quite
I'll tell
often.
you how thing goes as well. What's it called? Channel Club. No, not Channel. Canal.
Yeah. Sea Anal Club.
Update me. Tell me everything about it.
Yeah, I want to know about the Sea Anal Club because that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a fucking dogging community for IEPs.
Yeah.
They do
Crazy.
open up the park late at night.
Did you what?
They do open up the park for the cars late at night.
Crazy.
Right, I'm going. It's
Yeah.
been an absolute pleasure. I'll see you soon.
All right, latest girls.